club and trying to discern really where the strike zone is. Well, for Dreyer, he really forced them to expand the strike zone with the slider in particular. So hopefully it's going to be a very good night for this Dodger ball club, trying to go for the sweep. Tomorrow's going to be a travel day for most of us, and then back in harness in Arlington against the Texas Rangers on Friday.
So the Dodgers, since the beginning of 2023, have beaten the Rockies 22 out of 28 times. They have outscored them 182 to 102 and have had 46 home runs against them in those last 28 games.
It's already been a long season for the Rockies, and we're not through the month of April. They're 1-10 on the road, and on the road in those 11 games, they've scored a total of just 16 runs, and on the road hitting is 177. They've got three guys that are available. Kyle Farmer, who's in there again tonight, leading the charge, hitting at 333. Brenton Doyle, who's been sidelined with the quad injury, he's not playing. He's hitting at 321. And for Nick Martini, he's hitting at 306. Martini will lead things off. But the rest of the lineup combined, other than those three guys in that lineup, collectively hitting just 181. So their runs have been really hard and in between a lot of different games.
Dodgers start the night 2 games behind the Padres, who won this afternoon 4-2 over the Chicago Cubs. The Dodgers 13-6, sending Bobby Miller to the mound, and the Rockies 3-14, worst record in Major League Baseball. They've got German Marquez going for them. Dodgers-Rockies, Game 3 on the way, Tim.
All right, thank you, guys. As we count down to first pitch, Dodger fans, get your game day meal on at Shakey's Pizza Parlor. What are your Shakey's Pizza, chicken, and mojos right now at Shakey's.com. Coming up here on Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck, you're going to hear from the manager, Dave Roberts. David Vasse goes one-on-one with Kyle Farmer. We'll dive deeper into this pitching match with Bobby Miller back and getting the start. The Prize Picks double play of the day is coming up, your magical moment of the game. But up next, your Ohtani Rewind, and we'll visit with Kirsten Watson from Sportsnet LA. It's all coming up as we lead you up to first pitch, Dodgers and Rockies. First pitch set for 7:10. Thanks for being with us. I'm Tim Cates, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Hey, LA County, Freddie Freeman here. Too many beverage containers go unrecycled. That's a foul ball for the planet. Step up to the plate. Recycle your cans and bottles and score some cash. Now that's a triple play for LA. Learn more at cleanla.com.
Teoscar swings, hits it a long way down the right field line toward the pole. It is off the pole for a home run.
Join us for Dodgers Date Night on Friday, April 25th versus the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And all the right fielder could do was fade back and watch.
Get cozy with that special someone in your life and receive an exclusive Dodger Date Night blanket with the purchase of a special ticket package. Don't miss out on this great catch. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck.
Dodgers on deck, y'all.
On the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Rockies. Final game of this 3-game set. Bobby Miller, German Marquez, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
This is the Ohtani.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different. But but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
And physically, he came into spring training looking really good. Unfortunately, one of his outings, he was hit by a comebacker right off the forehead. Blessing of that is he is someone who even was teasing in this moment, so we can laugh about it now, was saying there was no bruising, by the way. And this was like a 90, 100 miles per hour comebacker that came off the bat. I think it was like the second batter in the spring game. For him not to have any bruising whatsoever, he was like, I guess it's a good thing that I have a hard head, which his mother, I guess, always teased him about as a child. But just for him to have this opportunity, it'll be, Bobby is feeling really good heading into this one. Some of the results have been, as much as there's been some traffic, he has been able to get out of it, limiting the damage. But we'll see what happens tonight. Dave Roberts didn't say just yet if he could have a second outing. He's not ready to commit to that. So we'll see how today goes.
Hopefully a good night for Bobby Miller and the Dodgers. They can finish off this Colorado Rockies team. Kirsten, we appreciate it. Coming up, we will check in with David Vasse. He'll go one-on-one with Kyle Farmer, former Dodger, now Rocky. But up next, we're going to get you an injury report, and we'll get the pregame thoughts of Dodger manager Dave Roberts. It's Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck as we lead you up to Dodgers and Rockies. First pitch is 7:10. I'm Tim Cates. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
With LA Care Health Plan, you have more choices for your Medi-Cal coverage, including LA Care, Anthem Blue Cross, and Blue Shield of California Promise. Get free doctor visits, prescriptions, urgent and nationwide emergency care. Visit us today at lacare.org/meta-cal.
Baseball is back, and there's no better way to celebrate every home run, strikeout, and walk-off than with an ice-cold michelada made with Modelo Especial. Modelo is brewed for those with a fighting spirit, on and off the field. It's not a real michelada unless it's made with Modelo. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Universal Studios Hollywood proudly presents Universal Fan Fest Nights, an immersive fan experience in the worlds you love.
Really? Which worlds?
Your favorite fandoms like
Star Trek,
all aboard the USS Enterprise,
Back to the Future,
Hill Valley awaits your
Dungeons and Dragons,
Waterdeep is open for business.
Yeah!
Hello? Really go to the worlds you love, like Star Trek, Back to the Future, Dungeons and Dragons, and more, all in one place. Every event night at Universal Fan Fest Nights. Select nights starting April 25th at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
This day in Dodger history.
Place in history? Got that.
April 16th, 1988. The LA Dodgers made history as they beat the Braves 7-4. Notable was that this was Atlanta's 10th consecutive loss to start the season, which set an NL record previously shared by their 1919 iteration. As we reflect on the past, it's important to plan for the future. Empower yourself and empower your family. Start the conversation about aging and find resources at aging.ca.gov. This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck continues on this Wednesday night as we lead jump to first pitch from Dodger Stadium. Dodgers and Rockies. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, a grand slam for good times. Bobby Miller and German Marquez, the pitching matchup tonight. First pitch is 7:10.
This is the LA Dodgers Injury Report.
Presented by UCLA Health, the official medical partner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, good news, Clayton Kershaw, 3 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts in AAA Oklahoma City today, making his first rehab start since offseason toe surgery. He threw 30 pitches, 22 for strikes in his first outing. Evan Phillips is in AAA Oklahoma City, working his way back, as is Tony Gonsolin, who made his start yesterday and expected to make at least one more in the minor leagues. Blake Snell, not sure if he'll go out on a minor league rehab assignment, but still on the IL with the left shoulder inflammation. All right, let's head back out to Dodger Stadium and check in with the Dodger skipper.
Anything else for Dave?
Dave, do you think...
Other questions for Dave?
Dave, can you just describe...
Dave, can you talk about the pressure?
In the dugout with Dave Roberts.
I think that's what it is with Bobby, is there's an evolution happening right now. All players aren't linear as far as they're kind of get to the big leagues, stay in the big leagues, and so it's been a little up and down for him, but he's staying in the moment. I think he's learned from some things and gotten past the scare in spring training, and he feels really good tonight.
What is the evolution, Dave, of him and where he needs to be to stick?
I think it's more of filling up the strike zone, using his 4-pitch mix the right way, sequencing, not just trying to overpower hitters, throw strikes, and just let the talent kind of take over.
Do you get a sense from Bobby and from Landon and from Robleski that they're not just competing against the guys in the batter's box, but in some way competing against each other to try to be that guy?
I think that's human nature, but I think from my chair and just kind of from the organization is just to encourage these guys to go out there and compete against the other team. And some of the things are out of their control. Some of the things are in their control. But when you're worrying about things that you can't control, that's certainly not beneficial. So I think that right now, I don't think Bobby's thinking about anybody else outside of those Rockies hitters.
When obviously there's not a ton of opportunities for those guys, or they don't know when those opportunities might come. Like, how much of an impression can they leave in the couple starts that they are getting up here? Like, how much do you kind of evaluate on that based off the bigger body of work that you guys have with them?
Yeah, it's a broad question in the sense that, Landon threw the baseball well yesterday. He's out because we needed to make a roster spot. Bobby's going to throw the baseball tonight, but I do think that how they perform certainly helps. And then when they get their opportunity, wherever it might be, to just continue to pitch well and create opportunities for themselves. And when an opportunity does present itself, then their number is called. But it's not an easy thing.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Hey Dodger fans, Andre Ether here. Are you ready for baseball season? Time to stock up for game day at Superior Grocers. Whether you're firing up the grill or settling in for the first pitch, Superior Grocers has everything you need. Juicy steaks, fresh produce, ice-cold drinks, and all your favorite snacks that keep the crowd cheering, all at unbeatable prices. So download the Superior Grocer app for the latest deals and weekly specials and make every game a grand slam with Superior Grocers. It's always a grand slam with Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
0-2 swung on and hit in the air to center and deep. He's on his way to third with a stand-up triple.
Celebrate with the boys in blue at Dodger Stadium for Japanese Heritage Night on Monday, April 28th versus the Miami Marlins. Purchase a special ticket package and receive an exclusive Japanese Heritage Night jersey presented by Daiso. Experience Japanese culture, live music, and performances in Center Field Plaza. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
It's the Dodgers and Rockies as they wrap up this three-game set. Final game of the homestand. Bobby Miller back in on the mound. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
Joining Tim Cates on Dodgers on deck.
I accept everybody for who they are.
This is Dodger Insider David Vasse.
All right, DV, you mentioned Bobby Miller getting the start. He did not break camp with the team. He got hit in the head during spring training. They maybe set him back a little bit, but how is he going into this start? What can we expect?
Yeah, well, that's the biggest question tonight. What are we going to expect from Bobby Miller, who really hasn't pitched that phenomenally in Oklahoma City? He's walked a lot of hitters down there, so we'll see what he's able to do, because his ERA is under 3, so that means he's putting runners on, but they're not scoring, so that's a good thing. But I saw Bobby in the clubhouse earlier today, and as you know, Tim, when a starting pitcher is going to start that day, you don't even want to talk to him. Instead, Bobby was trying to engage me in conversation. I said, hey, I'm not talking to you. I'll talk to you after, but I'm rooting for Bobby. He's a great kid, and hopefully he performs tonight.
David is driven by Ford. If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with the Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, all-electric, tough this smart, can only be called F-150. What's the latest with Blake Snell, David?
Well, Blake's in a better headspace the last few days than he was when the Dodgers were on the road, when he was placed on the IL, and that's because he's played catch from about 90 feet a couple of different times here at Dodger Stadium when they returned home, and things are moving in the right direction. He actually was throwing his changeup today, so things are moving in the right direction. And I mentioned this a few different times, but I'll say it again. It feels like because he has to get built up and he's moving in the right direction, probably needs a rehab start. We won't see Bobby Miller until the Dodgers head out on a 10-game road trip at the beginning of May, because or Blake Snell in that 10-day road trip, because they're going to need a starter there. So it feels like he's ramping up for that period of time.
Clayton Kershaw in Oklahoma City today, David. It feels like he's on his way back.
Yeah, he is, but he can't come back because he's on the 60-day IL. So that means even if he was ready to go tomorrow, he would have to wait until mid-May. But today was the beginning of all that, right? Because he's still dealing with some pain in that left toe, left foot, and his fastball velocity was only at 89 miles an hour today. There were some 85s in there, and he told me in Washington, D.C. that that's the biggest hurdle for him to kind of get that extra little tick of fastball velocity is for his left foot to respond. So he has time. Think of it as maybe his second spring training start, so he has time to build up.
Dave, real quick, Chris Taylor, what kind of opportunities will he get moving forward? He had a couple of RBIs last night.
Yeah, I mean, he came up with a big catch in the third inning. He came up with a big 2-out hit in the bottom of the third inning. He's still the 25th or 26th guy on this roster, but yesterday he's not a guy that really shows a lot of emotion, but you can hear the smile on his face when he gave this answer.
It was fun, just to get back out on the field. Obviously, haven't been playing much, so trying to be patient, wait for my opportunity, and tonight it just felt good to contribute. Feel like I'm a part of this, and it's a good win for us.
Yeah, so Chris Taylor, who has a long resume, Tim, I wouldn't count him out, and he's not going anywhere because he is still owed quite a bit of money in his final year of a 4-year, $60 million contract. But nights like tonight are good contributions.
No doubt about it. Thank you, Dave. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. Celebrate 90 years of horse racing at Santa Anita Park every Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts every race day. Don't miss the biggest Derby party west of Kentucky, Mother's Day dining, and free Fridays with special drinks every Friday. Just go to santaanita.com/events to find out more. Coming up here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. You'll hear from Kyle Farmer. But up next, we'll get your Hoffy magical moment. Don't go anywhere. Leading you up to Dodgers and Rockies. First pitch at 7:10. I'm Tim Case. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the champs,
the LA Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports. For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
When it comes to personal injury, Jacoby & Myers knocks it out of the park. And with a winning record of more than $2 billion in settlements, Jacoby & Myers is California's MVP. If you've been injured, don't settle for less than the firm voted the #1 personal injury firm 5 years in a row. Get the justice you deserve with Jacoby & Myers. Call 1-800-5-MILLION for a free consultation today. And let the big league lawyers fight for you. Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I can turn my passion into a career.
I can get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California community college. With more than 200 career education programs at your fingertips, your future can be anything you imagine.
I can make good money doing what I love.
Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Protect your home and property now. Start at the house and work your way out. Harden your home with fire-resistant upgrades to better protect it from the threat of wildfire. Create defensible space by clearing away dead vegetation within 100 feet of your home. Pay special attention to the first 5 feet surrounding your home and other structures on your property. Learn more from CAL FIRE on what it means to be ready at readyforwildfire.org.
As we were saying, this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Rockies on this Wednesday night. Final game of this 3-game set. Dodgers going for the sweep. Bobby Miller on the mound. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
Hot dogs here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It was magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
Well, with the Dodgers taking on the Rockies, we go back to September 25th, 2016. Dodgers and Rockies at the Ravine. Dodgers clinching the NL West on an emotional day. Vin's final home game ever.
Bottom of the 10th, tied at 3. Boone Logan, the lefty. Set, and the pitch to Culberson. There's a fly ball to left field. Did they do it? Charlie Culberson, a walk-off home run. The Dodgers win the West for the 4th consecutive year. But this win is for Vin, and Charlie Culberson is the man who's done it.
Charlie Culberson with the walk-off home run as the Dodgers beat the Rockies and clinch the NL West on Vin Scully's final home game at the Ravine. This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we come back here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck, we'll hear from Rick Monday. We'll get you your Prize Picks double play of the day. Leading you up to Dodgers and Rockies. I'm Tim Cates, this is world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? It's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. All work is performed by factory-trained technicians using genuine Toyota parts. Toyota Care will keep your new Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Everything you need to find your perfect Toyota is right at your fingertips at Toyota.com. Explore our full lineup of vehicles. Compare features side by side. Search our available inventory. You can even find the best local offers. Everything you need is just a few clicks away on Toyota.com. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Baseball fans, David Vasse here. It's time to step up to the plate and upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 premium composite decking brand. It looks like natural wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. Plus, it's made with up to 85% recycled material. Here in California, fire safety is always top of mind, and TimberTech has collections with top-rated fire resistance, including a Class A flame spread rating, so you can build a beautiful outdoor space with confidence. See for yourself why TimberTech is everything wood should be. Order free samples at timbertech.com.
This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck.
Dodgers on deck, y'all.
On the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Yes, the Dodgers and the Rockies. Bobby Miller on the mound. German Marquez will go for Colorado. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
Got him with the 2-for-1.
Hard shot to third. Throws to second on the first double play.
This is the Prize Picks double play of the day.
Join me and millions of others playing daily fantasy sports at Prize Picks. Baseball season is in full swing. Download the free Prize Picks app and sign up using the code GOBLUE to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's a free $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Go Blue when you sign up at Prize Picks. It's easy. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash. Whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, first inning runs, you pick more or less at Prize Picks. Use the code GOBLUE. Here are my 2 picks tonight. Freddie Freeman, more or less a half a hit, run, or RBI combined. Easy. Yes, more for a half a hit, a run, and RBI for Freddie Freeman. Bobby Miller, more or less 1.5 walks allowed. I'm going to go more for Bobby Miller. He's had some control issues, even in AAA Oklahoma City this year. More 1.5 walks for Bobby Miller. Again, use the code GOBLUE when you sign up at PrizePicks. Run your game.
And now, joined by David Vasse, here's LA Dodgers broadcaster and World Series champion Dodger, Rick Monday.
Rick, the Dodgers are closing out this homestand and looking to do what they should, and that's sweep the Rockies out of L.A.
Yeah, and this is not meant to throw stones in the Rockies' way, but they come on, they're 3-14. They're 1-10 on the road. And, this may sound cruel, but these are the teams you just have to beat up. I mean, that's all there is to it. And right now, the Rockies are beat up themselves physically. And you start to look at their offense. I mean, if you look at Kyle Farmer, the former Dodger, and good for him. He's one of the good guys. In fact, he's going to be on your pregame show today, correct?
That's right. He's going to join us later.
Yeah, pretty good segue. I billboarded that for you. I mean, he's hitting .333. Brenton Doyle, who has not played since last Thursday because of a quad injury, is hitting .321. And then Nick Martini, who's going to lead it off and play in right field for the Rockies tonight, is hitting .304. Okay, that's the good news for them. The rest of the team is hitting just 181. Oof. That's not going to get it done.
I was shocked when the Rockies were in San Diego. Kyle Farmer had 5 hits. The rest of the team had 4.
Yeah. And that's the way it has been. And we're going to see a little bit different lineup for the Dodgers tonight. And that will be with Austin Barnes doing the catching. And the other thing about the Rockies, I mean, they're on the road, they're 1-10. How about the fact in those 11 games, they've only scored 16 runs. Now, they're going to get better on that end of it. They have a young team that's kind of developing. Speaking of developing, today's an anniversary for the Rockies. Now, this is rather obscure, but that's where we dwell in this segment, David Vasse. Because in 1994 at Mile High Stadium, this is before Coors Field was actually built. It was in the process of being built. But they introduced their mascot. And I believe you know the name of the mascot.
Dinger.
Okay.
He's a dinosaur.
Yeah, he's a dinosaur. Triceratops, to be exact.
I love Triceratops.
Oh, do you know why it's a Triceratops?
I'm sure that's where they lived. They found a lot of fossils out there.
They did, and they found a 7-foot-long Triceratops skull weighing a half a ton in the very site that they were excavating to build Coors Field. Therefore, Dinger the Triceratops.
I had no idea they excavated that Triceratops fossil.
How about the fact that it was 7-foot-long skull that weighed a half ton?
Hey, I love paleontology, Rick. You didn't know that about me.
Really?
I'm big. I'm a big astronomy fan, a big paleontologist.
Okay. So you'll have to do some research when we get up to Denver.
No doubt. I want to see that
So now you know
skull.
the backstory to this entire thing. So when you see Dinger, the mascot, running around like an absolute fool, you'll know kind of why.
I always wondered why.
See?
Why that?
See, inquiring minds want to know, and that's what we're here for sometimes.
All right, since we're going to the way back when the Rockies first started back in 1993, their best years were with the Sluggers, the Blake Street Bombers. Larry Walker, Vinny Castilla, those guys, Ellis Burks, and Dante Bichette.
Yep.
What did you think? Because you were broadcasting for the Dodgers all the way back then as well. What did you think about baseball in Denver and when you saw those 4 guys come to the plate?
I thought it was baseball's version of arena football. I mean, seriously, that's how I try to put it into terms. They've tried to analyze what to do with that field. Do they make it smaller as far as the dimensions? I mean, the ball flies. We talked the other day about for every 1,000 feet of altitude, the ball will theoretically go, and the physicists have come out and verified it, the ball will travel farther for every 1,000 feet of elevation that you're having. The air gets thinner. For every 10 degrees of temperature, increase or decrease, it either goes farther or shorter distance. So is there an answer for games? I've even seen a suggestion at one particular time that maybe at Coors Field they add an additional fielder in the outfield and have 4 outfielders. In essence, you would have 10 guys defensively, including the pitcher.
I don't think that would go over well, Rick.
No, I would hate to see that.
Yeah, the Rovers are only in softball.
I still cringe at the placed runner in extra innings. I still want to pick my feet up off the floor when I see that.
And the Padres lost a game yesterday because of that placed runner. In the 10th inning, Nico Horner tripled in that placed runner.
Yeah, well, all he had to do is hit a single, could have done it. He wasted a triple.
Okay, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Okay, Mr. Triceratops.
Can't wait to see you in Texas, Rick. We'll be together again.
Oh, can't wait.
We'll send it back to you in the studio, Tim.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Dodgers game plan. Dodger fans, start your future at a California community college. Financial aid's available to help you with the tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent. It's time to take that next big step. Classes, they can fill up quickly. So enroll today at icangotocollege.com. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck. We'll get you a preview of this pitching matchup. Tim and Rick will have those keys to the game still to come. But up next, we go high and tight with Kyle Farmer, former Dodger, now Rocky, to lead you up to first pitch. I'm Tim Case's world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Hey, it's David Vasse. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today. That's alignmenthealthplan.com.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Help.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
You guys wanted a parade? We got a parade!
A decade of Dave Roberts, 2 world champion titles as manager, 4-time National League pennant winner, 8 division titles. And on Saturday, April 26th versus the Pirates, get ready to throw your hands up at Dodger Stadium and celebrate LA's skipper. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Dave Roberts bobblehead presented by Kinoshita. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Rockies on this Wednesday night. Bobby Miller, Herman Marquez, the pitching matchup. We'll dive deeper into the numbers for both of them coming up in just a little bit. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Zenshi Handcrafted Sushi. Enjoy it. Head into the game. Listen to the game. It's quick and affordable for the whole family. Made fresh on-site daily by professionally trained sushi chefs with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Tuna rolls, salmon rolls, tempura shrimp rolls. They got poke bowls. Find Zenshi near the deli counter at Ralph's. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, always fast, fresh, and easy.
David Vasse. And now, what will likely be Vasse fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
A different uniform, but still a good guy. The one and only Kyle Farmer is back at Dodger Stadium. Great to see you and great to see a smile on your face.
Yeah, thanks. Glad to be here. I've had quite a few uniforms since I've last played here, so it's been good.
But we've remained consistent. I come see you no matter who you're playing for.
If you don't, I'll be really upset.
Twins, Reds, now Rockies.
That's right. Yeah, I love Denver. It's great. It's been a lot of fun so far.
What's been the key to your personal success to start the year?
That's a good question. I made a swing change a little bit this offseason, but honestly, I'm 34 now and not sure how much longer I'm going to be able to play, so I'm just kind of enjoying every moment right now and just kind of taking everything in and enjoying it.
When you look at your journey, everybody talks about that. Yeah. I know you're in the moment still and still excelling, but what do you appreciate the most about the road of your major league career?
Man, just the patience that a lot of coaching staff has had with me at different teams. I think you don't get to where you are without some help. And I've had a lot of good help along my way with the Dodgers, the Reds, the Twins. A lot of guys who have patience with me and has helped me out a lot.
Speaking of the Dodgers, I'll never forget your greatest Dodger moment. A walk-off hit against the San Francisco Giants on Sunday Night Baseball. Your jersey got shredded that night. I still remember that. Do you still have the jersey?
It's actually, I think it's supposed to be here in Dodger Stadium, I believe. Yeah, they took it from me, so I don't have it. It was drenched in red Powerade. Puig was giving me a good drag around the infield. Barnes was punching me in the gut. Woody was tackling me. It was a lot of fun. I think it's still here, in it's like the first walk-off double in Dodger history since like 1800 or something like that. I'm not sure.
We got to refine that jersey.
Yeah, please find it and send me a picture.
Maybe I'll get it for you directly.
If you get it for me, I owe you a big one.
That's where your roots started with the Dodgers. Yeah. Who helped Kyle Farmer the most in the Dodger organization?
Travis Barbery.
Really?
Yeah, he was our catching coordinator when I got drafted. And then, it was Travis and probably Tremel Sledge as well. He was our AA hitting coach at the time in Tulsa for my third year. And so I got to give a lot of credit to Sledge. Well, God, there's another one. Bill Hasselman, too. Yeah. Bill Hasselman was great. He had a lot of patience with me, too.
Even though you're not catching anymore, do you still see the game as a catcher would?
Sure, yeah. I think once you become a catcher, you think of the game differently. And it opened my eyes to something that I didn't know about in college and high school and stuff. And I'm very fortunate that I was able to go through that whole stage.
One of the good guys, Kyle Farmer, is joining us before first pitch at Dodger Stadium. You mentioned Woody. Mm-hmm. That's our guy, Alex Wood. Oh, yeah. Where's Alex Wood these days? Is he taking baby reveal pictures? What's going on?
I think if you look on Instagram, he's been modeling quite a few times. So, yeah, he's having his second baby. We're excited for him. I think he's just looking for a job. I miss Woody, love Woody, but he definitely looks good on the camera.
You could actually validate this. He may not have the same talent as Clayton Kershaw, but do you feel like he's just as competitive as Kershaw?
I think so, yeah. There's no one like Clayton, but Woody, when he gets on that mound, he's very competitive, and that's why he was good for so long.
You hear that Georgia twang in his voice. He's been to many different teams. You sound like a Georgia guy.
I am a Georgia guy.
Yeah, so? What happened to your football team this year?
We're not going to talk about it. We had a little quarterback issue. Decided to go to Miami and do some other things. So hopefully we turn around this year.
So is the LLC of Kyle Farmer and Alex Wood now a big donor, the NIL donor to the Georgia Bulldogs?
I love my Bulldogs, but I will not be giving any money to a college student.
Are you still having aspirations of being a broadcaster when you're done playing?
I don't know what I'm going to do. A lot of guys want me to manage. A lot of people want me to broadcast. I think I'd be a good manager. I think I'd also be a good broadcaster. So I think you got to have a little southern twang on the broadcast booth sometimes.
I know. Well, that would be great. Either way, but just don't ask for anybody's phone number. You're a married man.
I'm not going to. That was an Atlanta Brave guy too. We don't claim him.
Hey, before I let you go, Jackie Robinson Day at Dodger Stadium. How special was it to be here for that?
It was really cool. It's my second time doing it. I was here with the Reds when we did it, and then it's really cool. Having Doc out there talking was awesome.
All right, I'll let you go. I know.
I'm getting in trouble.
Yeah, you're not in trouble. They don't know who you are. You're one of the good guys.
I'm the farm dog.
That's right. Don't forget it. Great to see you.
Good to see you, too. Thank you, guys.
There he goes, one of the good guys and best friend to Alex Wood. Kyle Farmer has been our guest, and he receives a pair of Kanan sunglasses. Kanan's lenses are clearer, lighter, and stronger than other lenses and are nearly impossible to scratch. Visit Kanan.com for your pair today. Tim, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, DV. Great to hear from Kyle Farmer, one of the good guys. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Coming up, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. Guess who's back? Bobby Miller. We'll dive deeper into that pitching matchup. Dodgers and Rockies. I'm Tim Cates. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Dodger fans, the 2025 MLB season is here, and SeatGeek has your ticket to all the blue heaven-on-earth action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. Now, whether you're buying or selling tickets to Dodger games or to any other live event in LA, SeatGeek has your seat. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of your World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Your ticket to the best game of your life. SeatGeek.
The season is underway, and what a start it's been. The boys in blue have all the bases covered, just like Hoffy with their top-quality beef franks, bacon-wrapped hot dogs, and natural casing beef frankfurter.
You can always trust the boys in blue to deliver their best, just as Angelinos have trusted Hoffy to deliver great taste and quality for nearly 100 years. Get ready for the next game by picking up your favorite Hoffy product from your local grocery store.
Hoffy, local, and so great.
With LA Care Health Plan, you have more choices for your Medi-Cal coverage, including LA Care, Anthem Blue Cross, and Blue Shield of California Promise. Get free doctor visits, prescriptions, urgent and nationwide emergency care. Visit us today at lacare.org/meta-cal.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. First 5 California is my go-to for tips on helping her grow strong and resilient, no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
Dodgers and Rockies, final game of this 3-game series, final game of this homestand for the Dodgers as they go for the sweep of Colorado. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. German Marquez on the mound, 0-2 with a 4.60 ERA. 30-year-old right-hander out of Venezuela. 10th season in the big leagues already. It's a bounce-back season after making a combined 5 starts in the last 2 years because of elbow issues. Making his 4th start this year. Last time out, 4 2/3 innings, 6 runs, 7 hits in a loss to the Padres. He's gone 3-5 with a 3.75 ERA against the Dodgers in 17 career starts. He's 3-3 with a 2.89 ERA in 9 starts at Dodger Stadium. That ERA, by the way, is the second best opponent ERA amongst active pitchers at Dodger Stadium. Bobby Miller on the mound for the Dodgers, 26-year-old right-hander, former first-round pick. Miller burst onto the scene in 2023, going 11-4 with a 3.76 ERA in 22 starts. However, 2024, not so good. An ERA over 8.5. He was 2-4 in 56 innings of work. He opened this season in AAA Oklahoma City, where he's made the last 2 starts and 3 appearances with a 2.25 ERA. It's not a lot of traffic on the base pass across 12 innings with 11 strikeouts. He's facing the Rockies for the 3rd time in his young career, his first at Dodger Stadium. He's 1-0 at the 4.72 ERA. He last faced the Rockies July 19th last year. He went 6 1/3 innings, giving up 5 runs on 6 hits while striking out 2 in a no decision. So it's Bobby Miller and German Marquez, Dodgers and Rockies, final game of this 3-game set. We are 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are coming up next with Tim Neverett and Rick Monday. I'm Tim Cates. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
More than ever, you need a friend in the auto business, and Galpin Ford has been that friend for 8 decades and counting, helping families throughout Southern California find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. And it starts with the Bachman family, who have built a culture centered around you, the customer. That approach made Galpin Ford the largest volume Ford dealer in the world. The same approach applies to every Galpin brand, all 12 of them. You design your buying experience. Do it all online with at-home delivery. Shop online and pick up your new car in person, or come to Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and experience the world-class treatment that thousands receive every month. It starts at galpin.com.
Celebrate 90 years of horse racing at Santa Anita Park every Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts every race day. Get on-track experiences like Biggest Derby Party west of Kentucky, Mother's Day dining, and free Fridays with drink specials.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Final game of the homestand. Remember, the Dodgers dropped 2 of 3 to the Chicago Cubs to start the homestand. They have won the first 2 games of this 3-game set against Colorado, looking for the sweep over the Rockies. Bobby Miller, German Marquez, the pitching matchup. When the boys in blue play at home, it's important they have their right game plan to protect the house. And looking to protect it tonight with the sweep over Colorado. The same applies to your home. Always have a plan and follow fire safety tips. For example, before setting up a campfire, make sure to get a permit from CAL FIRE and check local restrictions. Know how to properly set up a campfire and extinguish it using the drown, stir, and feel method. Always have a water supply and shovel nearby to extinguish that campfire. For more about these tips and to find out others, visit fire.ca.gov. All right, before first pitch, we head back out to the booth. Tim Neverett, Rick Monday, guys.
Tim, thanks again. And another gorgeous night here at Dodger Stadium. Wrapping up this homestand and wrapping up this 3-game series. Dodgers looking for a sweep over the Rockies. They've won the first 2. Bobby Miller gets called up, making a spot start for the Dodgers. In AAA this year, he is 0-1 with a 2.25 ERA, 11 strikeouts and 12 innings pitched. He's had 3 appearances and 2 starts for the Oklahoma City Comets. His last one coming on the 11th against Round Rock, and now gets ready to debut tonight. Will we see a new Bobby Miller, or what will we see that could be different from the right-hander as he hopes to try to stay in the big leagues?
I think one thing that has to be different than the starts that he had in AAA is not walking 11 batters in the 12 innings. That's really at the top of the order. And if we look back to last year, the fastball, and while that fastball registered in the elite categories, it averaged at 97.6 miles an hour. That's in the top 5% of Major League Baseball. The fastball was hit at a .348 batting average and a very high slugging percentage because of location. Not lack of velocity, but it was lack of location inside and outside and trying to tie up some big swings.
Yeah, one big key for Miller is going to be to not give up the home run. Last year, he allowed 17 home runs in just 56 innings. That's 2.7 home runs per 9 innings. So if he can get the ball in the ground, keep it in the ballpark, he should be okay. Veteran German Marquez going for the Rockies. He is 3-3 with an ERA under 3 in 9 career starts against the Dodgers. The Dodgers 13-6. 6. The Rockies 3-14, Game 3, and a chance to sweep for the Dodgers coming up, Tim.
All right, thank you, guys. Don't forget, after the game, I'll have all the post-game festivities, including post-game Dodger talk as well, all the reaction from the clubhouse as the Dodgers look to finish off the sweep over the 3-14 Colorado Rockies, who have lost 5 in a row on their road trip. Dodgers looking to make it 6 in a row. By the way, the Diamondbacks, Giants, and Padres all won today. Diamondbacks have won 4 in a row. Padres get back on track with the win at 15-4 atop the division. So as we speak, Dodgers going to play in third place in the NL West. Dodgers Rockies next. Bobby Miller on the mound when we return. I'm Tim Case. This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network. You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream. They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win. This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion.
10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping.
So go ahead and give us the flowers.
Just getting started.
Gotta know right now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us. Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up.
They wear the crown.
All eyes on us. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network. Play ball! Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Hey, it's David Vasse. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even, high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
Dodger season is here, and game days are not game days without Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Time to hit the stands with a Tito's cocktail in hand. Order a smooth Tito's cocktail, rock that blue and white, and root for the home team with your favorite team spirit. Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Mookie cues it right side of the infield, picked up by Rizzo. He's going to have to take it himself. Nobody was covering the bag.
Join us at Dodger Stadium for Mookie Betts Bobblehead Night, presented by Security Benefit on Tuesday, May 13th versus the Oakland A's. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a Mookie Betts bobblehead commemorating one of the most exciting first base plays in Dodger playoff history.
And that is how the Dodgers break through.
For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
The season is underway, and what a start it's been. The boys in blue have all the bases covered, just like Hoffy with their top-quality beef franks, bacon-wrapped hot dogs, and natural casing beef frankfurter.
You can always trust the boys in blue to deliver their best, just as Angelinos have trusted Hoffy to deliver great taste and quality for nearly 100 years. Get ready for the next game by picking up your favorite Hoffy product from your local grocery store.
Hoffy, local, and so great.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. No appointment needed. Locations throughout Southern California. Find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years. Led by the Bachman family, is the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's the final game of a 3-game series. The Dodgers going for the sweep, and for the defending champions, entertaining the Colorado Rockies. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Tim Neverett and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. It's another bundle up and stay warm night at Dodger Stadium. No flags really blowing in any dynamic direction. At the present time, we're all set to go. The Dodgers 13-6. They're trailing in first place by a game and a half along with the San Francisco Giants as action got underway today. Bobby Miller making his start. And here's the starting lineup behind him. Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. Mookie Betts will bat second. He's at shortstop. Freddie Freeman is at first. Teoscar Hernandez returns to the starting lineup under the weather for a couple of days. Teoscar is in right field. Michael Conforto is in left. Tommy Edmonds starting at second base. At third, Max Muncy. Andy Pages is in center. And Austin Barnes behind the plate and doing the catching. Tomorrow will be a travel day, and we will rejoin you on Friday from Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. We'll join you at 4 o'clock Pacific. First pitch at 5:05, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto will start for the Dodgers in that one. Dodgers going for the sweep against the Rockies. Happy to have you with us. And with a play from Dodger Stadium, here's Tim.
Thank you, Mo. Rockies in their traveling road grays, purple numbers, and the Dodgers, the traditional home whites. Bobby Miller on the hill. Dodger blue high-cut spikes and a blue leather glove ready to go. Facing Nick Martini, left-handed hitting right fielder. First pitch of the ball game is up high and away, ball one. Tonight's time and temperature brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch 7:10. And the game time temperature 59 degrees. 1-0 pitch to Martini. That is high. 2 balls and no strikes. So Bobby Miller making his 2025 debut. Had 13 starts with the Dodgers last year before being sent back to Oklahoma City. 2-0 pitch and a strike call. Started the year obviously in Oklahoma City this year. There's not any room for him on the roster with the pitching rotation as it sits right now. 2-1 pitch, and that is low, 3-1. So Bobby has had a bout with the walk in AAA. 0-1 with an ERA of 2.25 for the Oklahoma City Comets in 3 appearances and 2 starts. 3-1 pitch from Miller, and he gets a swinging strike there from Martini. Fastball. Martini tried to check his swing, couldn't do it, and the count is full at 3-2. Crowd still filing in here at Dodger Stadium on Korean Heritage Night. Great pregame festivities tonight. Pitch fouled away and to the third base side, just misses the second deck. Tommy Edmonds' mom threw out the first pitch to Tommy. He did the catching. Now a 3-2 pitch from Bobby Miller to Nick Martini. Swung on, fouled straight back. Well, for Miller, fastball has been pretty much his calling card. He has been able to throw it with high velocity in his time in the major leagues. See what he comes up with tonight velocity-wise. 3-2 pitch is hit in the air to left center field, lined over there. Martini around first, big turn. He'll stop as Andy Pages went over in the gap and cut it off. So the first batter of the night gets a hit off of Bobby Miller.
Said on the pregame show that for Bobby Miller, the velocity was not an issue last year. He averaged, and he was in the upper 5%. He averaged 97.6 miles an hour. Well, that single was on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Velocity was fine. Location, not so fine.
Martini now has reached base in 7 of 10 plate appearances in this series. Here is Sean Bouchard, right-handed hitting left fielder. He'll take a strike. Bouchard hitting in the 2 spot. Shortly before the game, the shortstop Ezekiel Tovar was a scratch for the Rockies, so Bouchard moved up into the 2 spot. Tovar out tonight. He's got a little something going on with his right hip and has been battling it for a little while, so it was bothering him close to game time, so Bud Black scratched him. So the Rockies are without their starting shortstop tonight. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sean Bouchard. Kyle Farmer now playing short tonight for Colorado. Pitch swung on and fouled back.
And the Rockies also playing shorthanded. Brenton Doyle has not played since Thursday. He's had an injury with his quad. And that's a loss for this team because hitting at .321.
And the first day in, the Rockies placed Chris Bryant on the IL with a back issue that's been chronic. 1-2 pitch outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And tonight will also be the 3rd major league debut for a player this week for Colorado. Braxton Fulford will catch, and when he comes out in the bottom of the inning, he'll be making his debut. And a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bobby got him with a curveball. So Bouchard strikes out, and there's 1 away for Colorado.
Well, that's a good pitch because it gets a different dimension right in the very first inning for Bobby Miller, who is fortunate that he's even playing. It was the first game of spring training, February 20th. Miller came in relief in the 3rd inning at Camelback Ranch, Glendale, and took a line drive right off the forehead.
Now Ryan McMahon, left-handed hitting third baseman, takes a strike. Interesting, it was one of his former minor league teammates who hit it, Michael Busch of the Cubs. But Bobby got up and he walked off on his own power. Talked to him a couple of days later, said he felt fine. And he was starting to throw again. So he was set back just a little while because he took a ball off the forehead from basically 50 feet away. That would startle anybody. Nothing in 1-2 McMahon. Stretch by Miller. And Bobby kicks and fires up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
For Miller, again, last year, that fastball was hit at a .348 batting average. The slugging percentage was .663 on the heater.
1-1 pitch. Wave and a miss at the curveball.
And that's the second good curveball in this inning.
Ball and 2 strikes to McMahon. McMahon walked twice last night. Walked once the night before. That's the only way he's been on base in this series. Does not have a hit. Miller's 1-2 is swung on and fouled off to the left and way out of play. And McMahon out of Modern Day High School. Born in Yorba Linda, lived in Santa Ana. And a 1-2 from Miller. Swung on and missed the curveball. So 2 strikeouts in a row. And Miller has found the curveball early here tonight. 2 down for Colorado in the top of the first.
And you just wondered, Tim, if that was a pitch that he just spent a lot of time on during the rehab that he was making at AAA. Because what we have seen now, that's the 3rd really good one in this inning.
Kyle Farmer, .333 hitter. Now the shortstop tonight. 3rd position he has played in this series. Right-handed batter takes a strike. A fastball at 97. Farmer, former Dodger. Been around a little bit. Played for a few different teams, including Cincinnati. 2 for 8 in this series. 2 down, runner at first. 0-1. Curveball down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The problem for the Rockies, a lot of different problems. I mean, you're 3-14. Not much has gone right. They're 22nd in team average. They're 30th in runs scored. They're 28th in home runs hit. They're 29th in earned run average. It's not a good beginning.
1-1 delivery. Swung on, hit to the gap in right center field. That'll split the outfielders and roll to the wall. Around second is Martini. He's going to get waved around third. He'll come to the plate and score. And the Rockies are on the board and have a lead for the first time this road trip. It's 1-0 Colorado.
Ball hit hard. And when it one-hopped against the wall, picking it up was Pages, but he dropped the ball. So he had to go back down, pick it up again. And by that time, able to come around and score was Martini.
2-seam fastball, outer half of the plate.
Well, the other part, too, is that Andy Pages, little things add up. You don't go after the ball just with the glove. You go after either with the bare hand or both hands. He went just with the glove.
The pitch is inside to Hunter Goodman, the designated hitter. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, the Rockies this year, when scoring first, are 2-3. A 1-0 Colorado lead here in game 3. Top of the first. Pitch to Goodman. Ground ball left side. Backhanded in the hole by Mookie Betts. He'll just put it in his pocket, and that'll be a base hit. 3rd hit of the inning for Colorado. It's too far for Muncy. He gave it a good go, but couldn't get there. Farmer advances second to third, so runners at the corners and 2 out for Michael Toglia. Toglia has really been struggling with the strikeout. Leads Major League Baseball, striking out 29 times already this season.
He's had some awkward swings over each of the first 2 games of this series.
167 hitter, left-handed batter, switch hitter, batting left against the righty Miller. And the first pitch, a curveball outside, ball 1. Well, not the way Bobby wanted to start his night. 3 hits and a run given up already. He'll stretch, glove up against his chest, runners off the corners. 1-0 pitch. Curveball for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Michael Toglia. Outfield playing him straight up. Mookie Betts Close to the bag at second, but deep. And Muncy off the bag and off the line at third. Here's the pitch. Way inside with a fastball.
Tim, you're talking about the strikeouts with Tolian on the road. He's had 37 at-bats and 22 punch-outs.
That's not how you draw it up. Miller's 2-1 offer in the dirt, blocked by Austin Barnes. And it's now 3-1. You go back to last year, you think of the first outing that Miller had against the St. Louis Cardinals, and he was rather sensational against the Cardinals that day. And you thought, okay, he was going to advance from the year he had before, which was very good. And things kind of went the other way for him. And in a hurry. Big lead at third for Farmer. Pitch swung out and missed. 3-2. Like last year, Miller finished with an 8.52 ERA in the big leagues. Runner from first will go on the 3-2 pitch, and it's right down the middle, called strike three. Tolia strikes out for the 30th time. Rockies get a run on 3 hits. They leave 2. No Dodger errors after a half inning at Dodger Stadium. It's the Rockies 1 and the Dodgers coming to bat.
Hey, Dodger fans, in the game of life with its home run.
Hey, it's me, Paige DeSorbo, and I'm so excited to share my new shoe collection at DSW, filled with my favorite styles and trends for spring. Because if you know me, you know I'm kind of obsessed with shoes. And by kind of obsessed, I mean head over heels. You're going to love these shoes, so snag super cute styles like cute flats, fun heels, and cool sneakers from the Paige DeSorbo collection right now at your DSW store or dsw.com.
Worried about what ingredients are hiding in your groceries? Let us take the guesswork out. We're Thrive Market, the online grocery store with the highest quality standards in the industry. We restrict 1,000 plus ingredients, so you can trust that you'll only find the best high-quality, organic, and sustainable brands, all free of the junk. With savings up to 30% off and fast carbon-neutral shipping, you get top trusted groceries at your door, and you can stop worrying about what your kids get their hands on. Start shopping at thrivemarket.com/get started for 30% off your first order and a free gift.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about...
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1.
Share the good times at Shakey's today.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News & World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Shohei Ohtani leads off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the first inning, down 1-0 against German Marquez, who deals him ball 1. Ohtani at 280, 5 home runs. And he swings at this pitch and pops it up foul, third base side. That'll go way up in the seats. 1-1 to Ohtani. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman to lead off against German Marquez. Dodgers looking for the equalizer after the Rockies went up 1-0. It's been a while since they've had a lead in a game. Big cut and a miss by Ohtani, pulled off. He was looking in the right field corner when he was done.
Yeah, I mentioned last night he's been pulling off a lot of pitches in this homestand.
The Rockies' last lead, April 10th against the Brewers. They would win that game 7-2. Ohtani hammers one deep right field, way up toward the pavilion, and near the roof, it's gone. Shohei Ohtani with a blast. And the show starts early tonight for the Dodgers. Home run number 6, and that is the equalizer. It is 1-1.
Don't you get the feeling sometimes that Shohei Ohtani is setting up a pitcher? I mean, he pulls off of a pitch badly. The count is 1-2, and then he sends one almost out of the pavilion. And Daniel Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond, and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
427 feet, the estimated distance, but make no mistake, that was an absolute rocket. Now it's 1-0 to Mookie Betts, and he takes a strike, and it's 1-1.
We might add he did not pull off of that that swing at all.
Well, safe to say he was right on it. 1-1 is pulled into the Dodger dugout foul. 1-2 the count.
That's a home run when you get back in the dugout. You have teammates facetiously ask you, "Hey, did you get all of it?" He got every ounce of it.
Man. Pitching the dirt to Betts, 2-2. You know, we are fortunate to be able to watch him hit some of these. And that is a majestic one. That's a leadoff home run for him, the 13th leadoff home run of his career. And Mookie swings and misses at a curveball and strikes out.
Oddly enough, that's the first home run that German Marquez has given up this year. This is his fourth start. And left-handers over the first 3 starts that he's had have hit just 192 against him.
Yeah, just looking at a replay, too, that foul ball that Mookie hit into the dugout looked like it hit the back of Ohtani. If not, it was a near miss. One out, nobody on. Freddie Freeman hammers one. This one is deep. This one is gone, and the Dodgers have the lead. 2 solo home runs in the bottom of the first. Ohtani and now Freddie Freeman. It's 2-1.
Evidently, the right ankle to Freddie Freeman is feeling much better, thank you. And Daniel's Jewelers, very much a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond, and also your family jeweler since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
409 feet on that home run. And that was well struck, to say the least. Teoscar Hernandez, club leader in RBIs with 16, has 5 homers. He's up there from the right side and takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Teoscar Hernandez. Bottom of the first, 2-1 Dodgers. And the pitch from Marquez, wave and a miss at a curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, it hit a long way when you have the feeling you want to hand the bat to the catcher. Say, "Here, hold this. I'll be back in a few seconds."
1-2 is tap foul behind him. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Teoscar. Well, you know the feeling, right? You've done that a few times yourself. When you know right off the bat it's gone. What does that feel like internally?
There are many baseballs that you hit that there's a slight vibration.
This one's popped up, shallow center. Out goes Amador, the second baseman. He's still drifting, backpedaling, reaches up, makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, sometimes there's a slight vibration, or if you get jammed, a violent vibration of the bat in your hand, like you're holding onto a tuning fork. We hit baseballs like Ohtani's and with Freeman's, it's like grease lightning. It's just absolutely smooth.
Michael Conforto, another left-handed batter. Pressure's on. The other 2 lefties have hit it out already, so Conforto, you're up. 2 home runs for Michael, hitting .208 to start the night. 1-0 pitch. Lets it go. It's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Marquez thought it was a strike, but apparently a little low. 2 balls, no strikes in the pitch. And Conforto fouls it off to the left and out of play. Two and 1. Nobody on, 2 down. Rockies' lead did not last very long. And Conforto bangs one toward the left side. Backhanded stab by the shortstop. Farmer 2 hops it to first. It clanks off the glove of Tolia. And safe at first base is Michael Conforto. So 2 outs and a runner aboard for Tommy Edman. And Tommy's first at bat tonight, presented by Edmunds. Get an offer for your car. Find your next one, all on Edmunds.com.
Second throw that we've seen Tolia in this series has not really handled it cleanly. Yes, that was a hopper to the backhand side, but just went off the end of the first baseman's mitt.
An infield hit for Conforto. And Tommy Edman takes outside. Now, Tommy tied his career high with 4 hits in the game last night. Over his last 6 games, he's been hitting .364. .274 total so far on the season. He slaps this one foul and out of play. But it is Korean Heritage Night, and the folks with the Korean Heritage Night game jerseys have Tommy Edman's name and number on the back. A lot of those at the ballpark tonight. Here's a 1-1. Throw to first instead, and diving back safely is Conforto. One ball, 1 strike. And Edman, switch hitter batting left, facing German Marquez. Pitch swung on and pounded foul on the ground past first. 1-2. 2-1 Dodgers, bottom of the first. Game 3 of this 3-game set, final game of this homestand. Dodgers trying to get something rolling before they travel tomorrow and roll into Texas for a game with the Rangers on Friday. There's a ball hit near the first base bag, but just foul. 3 against the Rangers Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then 2 against the Cubs Tuesday, Wednesday at Wrigley before returning here next Friday against the Pittsburgh Pirates. 1-2 pitch. Inside. And it hit him. That must have got his front foot. And Edman will trot down to first base. Well, Darryl Scott, the pitching coach, will make his first visit to the mound of the night. The mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Well, the Rockies got a 1-0 lead, and then the wheels started wobbling early for them. 2 on, 2 out for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani with a blast, and then a follow-up home run by Freddie Freeman. 6 home runs for Ohtani this year, and interestingly, 4 of those have come with 2 strikes on it. And did he ever see a good pitch to hit? And that went to the top of the right field pavilion, where the electronic scoreboards are. And then just above those, there are some seats that are just under the angled roof of the pavilion. And it went up there near those seats, just under the roof. Here's Max Muncy, 2 on and 2 out. Muncy at 167. And the pitch outside, ball 1. Max still looking for home run number 1. 1-0. German Marquez will deliver his 27th pitch of the inning. And it's a swing and a miss. Muncy out in front of the changeup. Conforto leads at second base. Edman at first. 1-1 pitch to Muncy. And that is low. 2-1. The Rockies right now with the worst record in Major League Baseball at 3-14. Off to the worst start in franchise history after 17 games. Muncy fouls it back. They've lost the last 9 straight road games. But they have had runs in their history. They have had multiple runs of 10 or more straight losses. There's a 2-2 pitch to Muncy. And he takes inside. And that is ball 3. He had to move his feet and get out of the way. Runners will go on this 3-2 pitch coming up from Marquez. Marquez has lost back-to-back starts. Stretch checks the runners, delivers home. That's low, ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers. Conforto to third, Edman over to second, and now Muncy at first base. And this will bring up Andy Pages.
44.
Andy Pages.
2-1 Dodgers, bottom of the first, and Pages with an opportunity to get some more on the board here. Field back with 2 down. Runners have good-sized leads, and Andy swings, lines it into left. That's a base hit. Conforto will score. Coming around third is Edman. He will score with a head-first slide. It's a 2-out, 2-run single for Andy Pages, and the Dodgers lead it 4-1.
That ball was absolutely crushed. It's been a long inning for Marquez. Has been a long inning for the outfielders. Have had to run down some baseballs.
And the number 9 hitter is Austin Barnes. 286. He's 4 for 14 against German Marquez. Fouls the first pitch away, and Austin without a hit yet this year. He's 0 for 13.
And for the Rockies, their bullpen gets active in the very first inning.
Stretch by Marquez, and the 0-1. And that is up high. And Hereford is warming up, a right-hander. As the Dodgers have put enough stress on the Rockies here in the first inning, they've got somebody up already. Ohtani on deck. And Barnes chops it foul straight down for 2 strikes. 1-2 to Austin. Ohtani has homered. Freeman has homered. Conforto with a single. Edman hit by a pitch. Muncy walked, and then Pages a 2-run single. Barnes the 9th man to come to the plate. 36 pitches at least for Marquez in the first. Barnes lifts this one to left field. That's going to get down and roll to the wall by the corner. Coming around third is Muncy. He'll score. Checking in behind him is Pages. And into second with a 2-out, 2-run double with his first hit of the season is Austin Barnes, and the Dodgers have extended the lead to 6-1.
And for Barnes on a 1-2 pitch, got the knuckle curveball. And for Austin Barnes, we talked so much in spring training about him going to right center field and getting a lot of base hits. Well, this on a curveball, perfectly timed, hits it off the screen on a bounce in front of the Dodgers bullpen.
A 6-run first, and here's Ohtani for the second time this inning. Drives it to right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Barnes touches third. He will score, and Ohtani drives in a run. It is 7-1. Ohtani is 2 for 2.
Well, have yourself a good start in the ball game, Shohei Ohtani. 2 for 2, 2 RBIs. One of the hits a home run.
And Bud Black's coming to get German Marquez. Does not get out of the first inning. He goes just 2/3 of an inning. His ERA balloons to 8.37.
It could go higher.
And it still could go higher. He's still responsible for Ohtani. But Angel Sevilla will come in from the bullpen. And we've got our first pitching change. And we're not through the first inning of the ball game yet. The score, the Dodgers 7, the Rockies 1.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S.
I've never felt like this before. It's like you just get me. I feel like my true self with you. Does that sound crazy? And it doesn't hurt that you're gorgeous. Okay, that's it. I'm taking you home with me. I mean, you can't find shoes this good just anywhere. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, and more at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about...
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
20% off sunglasses from Shadon Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadon. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
Do you know the following baseball slang?
Today's phrase is Baltimore chop. Do you know what it means?
Quality, variety, and value.
Angel Shohei is on the mound now, taking over. Book still open on the starter, German Marquez, who went just 2/3 of an inning, has allowed 7 runs to the moment. And it's safe to say he's on the hook. So Mookie Betts, second time up. He struck out swinging in the first. 9th appearance for Shohei, 0-1, and an 8.22 ERA. Swinging a foul away. This pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Shohei from La Victoria in the Dominican Republic. He stretches and deals inside to Betts. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the Dodgers off to an auspicious beginning this evening. Still batting in the first inning. 1-1 to Betts. That's up high. This could be one of those nights where you might see guys at the top of the order getting, 6 at bats maybe. 2-1 pitch. That's up and in, 3-1. So the 2/3 of an inning for Marquez ties the shortest outing of his career. The veteran right-hander came into the game 3-3 in 9 career starts against the Dodgers. And this one went sideways in a hurry for him. Pitch inside and Mookie walks. 2 on and 2 out. Ohtani goes down to second base. Here comes Freddy Freeman, who homered into the pavilion in right field, his first time up this inning. Now, so far in the first inning, it's a solid effort, 1 through 9, wouldn't you say?
They keep building and building.
Runners off first and second, and Freddy looks at a strike. Got a changeup over the outer half.
First inning, the Dodgers are 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position.
Fans with the Freddy chant. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the left. Reigning World Series MVP, Freddie Freeman. No balls, 2 strikes. Ohtani at second. Betts big lead at first, not being held. And the 0-2 to Freeman. Way inside. 1-2. Freddie, after his home runs, hitting .321. And he hasn't had as many at-bats as many of his teammates due to his IL stint already. There's a little chopper toward Farmer, the shortstop. He charges, one hand, throws on to first. And that'll do it for the first inning for the Dodgers, who bat around. Ohtani and Freeman homer, and the bottom of the order all get on and score. We're through 1 full inning at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 7, Rockies 1.
When you want Dodgers, the only hope.
There are 2 types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shadon Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shadon brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. For ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
You can usually be found in the dugout discussing baseball with your teammates, Gemini, but taking a break from talking.
Ball continues on its official home.
Pitch into Mickey Moniak from Bobby Miller is up ball 1. 7-1 Dodgers. We start the second inning. And Bobby steps back, kicks, fire, and delivers a curveball in there for a strike taken. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. And a 1-1 pitch. And Moniak swings, hits a high fly ball to right. This will be playable for Teoscar Hernandez. Plenty of room in front of the track. Teoscar very hard to miss with the colorful shoes he's got on. Bright orange, yellow, chartreuse, green.
Did you say hard to miss or impossible to miss?
Well, I guess it's impossible to miss, yeah.
Those are colorful.
Here's Braxton Fulford. He's made his major league debut, and he was behind the plate watching Ohtani and Freeman hit home runs and the rest of the guys march around the bases. Now it's his first major league at bat. Right-handed batter, Braxton Fulford. And he's got a 2-strike count on him now. He is out of Texas Tech. 6th round pick by the Rockies in 2021. Out of Lubbock. Nothing into the count. Steps back in from the right side. 1 out, base is empty. Miller rocks and deals and throws low and away. 1-2. Well, if you're Bobby Miller and you get called up to pitch and you walk out there for your second inning of work and you turn around, you've got a 7-1 lead. You got to be feeling pretty good. You pitch in the dirt, 2-2.
It's also the time that you need to really bear down and say, look, this is not going to get away from me.
You don't have to strike everybody out. Guys can put it in play and get themselves out. A lot of times they do. Pitch is up high and it's 3-2.
Yeah, but the pitch count, you have a comfortable lead. This is where you challenge hitters more, especially at the bottom of the lineup.
3-2 pitch coming from Miller to Fulford. Swing and a foul straight back. 98.
Fulford, St. Tim, started in AAA very well this year. 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, and just 44 plate appearances. So Chris Bryant went on the injured list. They called up this 26-year-old.
3-2 swing and a foul straight back to the screen. Yeah, good opportunity for them. And for the young players in their system, it seems like there's going to come a time sooner rather than later when they're going to get a chance to play a lot. Now the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. A sinker outside corner, knee high. Miller strikes a man out. And that's the 4th strikeout from Miller.
98 miles an hour on that heater.
Second baseman, number 1, Ariel Amador.
Ariel Amador is switch hitting second baseman. And his first hit of the season last night, it was a double. And he's up from the left side. He's got his second hit of the season as he didn't wait around. He saw a fastball he could handle and lined it into right for a 2-out single.
He's another one of the young guys. He just turned 22 not that long ago.
Their number 1 prospect, Amador. He gets a lead at first base, and here's Nick Martini. Martini's 1 for 1. Singled and scored the game's first run. Pitch. And he'll take low and in. Well, Rockies scored first in this game. That lead did not last very long. Shohei Ohtani hit his 13th leadoff home run of his career, 7th as a Dodger, and his 6th home run of the season. Tie it up. Freddie Freeman gave him the lead. 2 batters later. Strike called in the inside corner to the left-handed hitting Martini.
There's another one of the curveballs and thrown nicely by Miller.
Bobby looks over at first base. Now will settle in the stretch position. Glove near his chest. 1-1. And it's thrown in the dirt. But you're right about the pitch count in this situation. You get a big lead early. I mean, concentrate on what your bread and butter is in terms of throwing strikes and throw those strikes.
Yeah, there's a term, challenge hitters, in this spot right now.
2 down, 1 on. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch from Miller. Swung on, fisted foul back in the seats off to our left.
And that was a darn good challenge right there. 98 right in on the fists. Of course, the other mindset is we say, okay, be aggressive and make him swing the bats. The other part of it too is you get some pitchers that are trying to avoid contact.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a little foul back of the plate, rolling toward the backstop.
And when you're trying to avoid contact, you get very tentative on the mound. And once you get tentative, you're pitching defensively.
So Miller holding the ball in a changeup grip, it looks like. And then he'll change it when he gets it in the glove. 2-2. Certainly not a changeup. That's a high fastball. And the count 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Martini with Amador at first.
Tim, this is the second full count that he's had in this inning.
Here comes the payoff. Runner goes, and strike 3 called. He got him with a 4-seamer down the middle. So Bobby Miller with 5 strikeouts. And the Rockies done at the top of the second. No runs, a hit.
Breaking for ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
There are 2 types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shadin Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shadin brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Back to the boys in blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Give me the knife.
Teoscar Hernandez leads off the Dodgers second inning. 7-1 Dodgers lead. Pitch inside to him from Angel Chevy. 1 ball, no strikes to Teoscar. He's the only, well, no, I shouldn't say. He and Mookie Betts. No, I should say it. He's the only Dodger not to get on base. Betts did in the first inning when he walked his second time up. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1 to Teoscar. Teoscar was on deck when Freddie Freeman made the last out of the first inning. He popped up to the second baseman, Amador. Swings and misses here at a changeup, and it's 1-2. You don't even have to look above the ankles and you know who's at the plate. Those cleats, those special cleats he's got. I don't know the story behind those yet, but we'll have to find those out. But
and on top of that, they're high tops.
I don't know. A lot of material. Well, we've talked about it before. The only thing you used to be able to wear black ones or Dodgers, the Dodgers case, the blue ones. But now you can wear white. You can wear whatever color you want. Swing and a miss, and out on strikes is Teoscar Hernandez. 1 away in the Dodgers second. Work hard, play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. 7 runs on 6 hits for the Dodgers. Rockies have 4 hits, but 1 run to show for it. Michael Conforto singled and scored in the first inning. And he swings and misses here at a fastball. 0-1 to Conforto. Tommy Edman out on deck. A crisp evening here at Dodger Stadium. 58 degrees currently. Overcast through most of the day today in LA. Pitch down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One out, base is empty. Chevilly's pitch. Swung on, tap foul straight down.
I gotta have more Calvin.
Well, one of our good moments that we had pregame today, Mo, before we went on the air, was we were watching the stadium show on Dodger Vision just before we went on, and there was a season ticket holder being interviewed. Been a season ticket holder for 60 years. He was there for the Kirk Gibson home run and, of course, there for the Freddie Freeman home run. But he mentioned one other moment. 1-2 pitch, that's outside. He was asked about a top moment, and he said it was when a guy from the Chicago Cubs named Rick Monday saved the American flag here at Dodger Stadium. 2-2 pitch. And Conforto lifts it in the air towards slight left center field. Back on it is Moniak. He makes the catch.
It was one of those interviews, and we lose sight of the fact that the people that have supported this Dodgers organization for so many, not just years, decades. Mentioned last night was the anniversary of the Dodgers playing their very first game on the West Coast. That was in San Francisco at Seal Stadium against the Giants. 1958. So a very long history, and especially here at this majestic stadium.
Pitch to Edman is in there for a strike. Yeah, speaking of anniversaries, a little later this month, it'll be the anniversary of you and the flag. Well, 1 pitch. Swing and a foul away.
And the flag has not aged a bit.
It hasn't, huh?
No.
Well, neither of you, says the flag.
Yeah.
Just a couple years. Age is just the number anyway, Rick. 0-2 pitch, and that is on the outside edge for a called 3rd strike. Edman goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down, 2 punch outs. And after 2 full, it's the Dodgers 7, Rockies 1.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Let's talk about Galpin Honda and Dave Gillum. That's right.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers.
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
20% off sunglasses from Shadin Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadin. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB.
7-1 Dodgers, top of the 3rd. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Sean Bouchard, first pitch of the third inning, lines it inside of first base toward right field. He's got himself a single. Leadoff base hit for Bouchard. And a man aboard for Ryan McMahon.
Number 24, Ryan McMahon.
The fifth hit for the Rockies. And one thing the Rockies, seeing them over the years, and you've seen them too so many times, is they just, no matter who's in those uniforms, they don't stop swinging the bats. It seems like they've always tried to find guys who can really hit. Strike delivered inside. Because they figure at home they've got to beat your brains in because it's hard to pitch in Denver. There's the 0-1 from Miller. And McMahon fouls it back, 0-2.
I mean, over the years, we've been able to track what the Rockies have done in comparative terms at home with the batting averages, runs scored, and you can look at the ERAs too. Averages in home runs higher at Coors Field, along with ERAs higher. Much lower, at times look like different teams on the road.
0-2 is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One thing you hear from pitchers there sometimes is that they find they have better breaking stuff away from Denver. Something about the altitude with the breaking ball. Not every pitcher experiences that, but some do.
Well, you got the altitude and you got drier air. And you combine that with some warm temperature during the summer. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to get a good bite on a curveball.
2-2. Swing and a miss, and out on strikes on the curveball is McMahon.
The curveball from Bobby Miller has been impressive since the very first inning.
6th strikeout for Bobby already.
Kyle Farmer.
Yeah, half the strikeouts have come on the curveball. He's got 2 on the sinker, 1 on the fastball. Here's Farmer. Shortstop takes a strike. Look at the two-seamer. He's got, last year in his 13 starts, he had a total of 3 strikeouts on the two-seamer last year. He's got 2 in the game tonight. 1 more and he'll match his entire season.
Yeah, but if we look also in the fastball, batting average against last year in the heater, very high, 348.
1-1, and Miller ready to throw. His pitch swung on, tap foul past third off the front of the Dodger dugout. Ball and 2 strikes.
And to me, the only thing that really makes sense, and this is the easy way out, but if you're looking at, okay, the fastball a season ago, 348 batting average against. Well, the velocity was there. What about the location? That's the first thing that I would look at.
1-2. Fouled away. I think a lot of it, though, or some of it, maybe not a lot of it, maybe some of it had to do with the fact that he was really low in first pitch strikes, so he was constantly pitching from behind, and then you get that need to throw a strike late in the count in a place maybe you wouldn't normally want to do that if the count were flipped.
Yeah, but especially if you don't trust the breaking ball. Well, tonight it shows that he's trusting it.
Here's his 1-2 offer. Good looking pitch. Went with a fastball just outside knee high. 2-2. Next pitch for Miller will be his 60th. And the key for him here tonight, as far as the organization is concerned, is to come up, do what you can, cover some innings as a starter. Don't want to get too deep in the pitch count. Breaking ball, pounded foul off the front of the third base dugout. The less they can use the bullpen heading into a day off, the better. There's a 2-2 pitch from Bobby Miller to Kyle Farmer. It's fouled off to the right and out of play. The Dodgers, as of right now, find themselves behind the Giants again. Giants in second place. They beat the Phillies in Philadelphia 11-4. Trevino over Nola in that game, but the Giants now 13-5. 2-2. And Farmer hits it in the gap left side, but coming over is Conforto. He won't be able to get to it. Plays it off a hop. And Farmer's got his second hit of the ball game. With one out, the Rockies have runners at first and second.
Number 15, Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman, the designated hitter, had an infield single in the first.
Hey, friends, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. That's right. Plus, you can also stream MLB Network 24/7 the entirety of the season. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. We encourage you to visit MLB.tv.
Goodman takes high ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
We're talking to a gentleman before the ball game today that's looking at picking up the Dodger games on MLB.tv.
Loves to watch. 1-0 pitch. Outside 2-0. Probably getting in a situation in a 7-1 ball game where he's just throwing too many pitches. He's getting into some deep counts against these Rocky hitters. And a 2-0. And that's inside 3-0.
And that was a curveball.
Three balls and no strikes. Runners lead first and second. Miller's pitch rifled in there for a strike at 97. Inner half of the plate. And the Padres won again today to keep some distance between themselves and the Dodgers and Giants. Beat the Cubs 4-2. The Padres now 15-4. And there is ball 4 delivered, and Bobby's loaded the bases. And out comes Mark Pryor from the Dodger dugout. This mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. And so they're seeing the same stuff we are, obviously, and more down in the dugout. They're trying to get Bobby settled down now. 1 out and the bases loaded. Goodman down to first base, Farmer over to second, and Bouchard at third base with Michael Toglia coming up. And this game right now is the only one in progress in Major League Baseball. So if you're driving home from another game and you're tuned in, welcome in. Everything else has gone final. Blue Jays beat the Braves 3-1. Pass it over Strider. Strider back with the Braves, but takes a loss. And the Twins over the Mets 4-3. Bases full, 1 out. Toglia, switch hitter, batting left. Miller fires, and he gets a curveball in for a strike.
Toglia, not bad speed. Love to get the ground ball, maybe the double play. We have to hit it to the right side of the infield to have a chance ground ball double play.
Well, 1 pitch. Toglia swings, fouls, and off to the left for strike 2.
And the reason I say that is that Tommy Edman playing at second base, he's well over into the hole to the right. Not quite halfway between the second base and the first base bag. And then with Mookie Betts, shortstop, playing pretty much up the middle. He moves another 7-8 feet to his left. He'd be directly up the middle.
0-2 pitch out of the stretch from Miller. Way up high with a fastball. Ball and 2 strikes. And wind not a factor at all. Night has fallen here in Los Angeles. A crisp evening at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers 9-2 at home. Here's the pitch. And Toglia lifts one in the air to center field and deep. Pages going back. He's to the track. It's gone. It's a grand slam for Michael Toglia. And it's a ball game again. It's 7-5.
And it came with 2 strikes. A 1-2 count. The 0-2 pitch was up. It was a non-competitive pitch. This one was too, as far as location.
Number 22, Mickey Moniak.
Hanging breaking ball out over the plate and out over the fence.
Otolia, the former UCLA Bruin, with a grand slam. Bases clear, 1 out. 2-run ball game now. And Mickey Moniak sees the ball bounce in front of the plate. And Tolia in the Rocky dugout gets to wear the snowboarder's helmet with the goggles. That's kind of their thing. Being from Colorado and all. And now that pitch down low. No, that's actually called a strike at the knees. Looked pretty low. Anyway, 1-1.
Well, Miller is not going to be in there much longer than the bullpen beginning to move around.
Bobby's struggling right now. This one goes to the
pitch was
backstop.
4 feet in front of home plate.
Bounces and not even catchable.
Dave Roberts looking at the lineup, looking at the bullpen, also looking who's coming up for the Rockies, right alongside Mark Meyer, the pitching coach.
2-1. Swung on, well hit to left. This ball's deep. Conforto going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone. Into the first row of the home run seats. An opposite field home run for Mickey Moniak. It is 7-6. And the Dodger bullpen is now moving in light speed.
Number 37, Braxton Fulford.
Things have fallen apart for Bobby Miller here in the third. Had a 7-1 lead. It's now 7-6.
Here we are in the third inning with only 1 out, and Miller's about to make his 76th pitch.
And fires to Braxton Fulford. That's a strike. Nothing in 1 to Fulford. Still 1 out and the base is empty. And the tying run at the plate. And he'll take a curveball for a strike.
I'll tell you, a guy that's enjoying this, Herman Marquez. Rockies come up with another run. He's off the hook for a loss.
Anthony Banda is warming up for the Dodgers.
And not at a leisurely pace either.
0-2 to Fulford. Here's the pitch from Miller. A little high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, you talked about it. 7-1 lead. Get out there, challenge hitters with nobody on base. Well, a single here, a single there, a walk there, and then a really bad 2-strike pitch to Tolia. Results in a grand slam, and Fulford strikes out. Second time he's gone out looking. This was a fastball that did it.
Number 1, Adiel Amador.
And Adiel Amador, the second baseman, coming up with 2 down, and the base is empty. Switch hitter batting left-handed against Miller. 1 for 1. He singled in the second. And a strike call. So for the Rockies, on this road trip, the first 5 games, 3 in San Diego, first 2 here in LA, they scored a total of 5 runs. In tonight's third inning, they've scored 5 runs. 6 for the game.
If anybody just looking at the scores, they say, oh, Dodgers and Rockies. 7-6 in the third, I should say. Oh, it's another game at Coors Field. No, it's at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, it's being played like a Coors Field Classic right now. 0-2 pitch, slap foul back into the screen.
Because that's what we say a lot, but we're looking at the scoreboard and we say, oh, must be Denver that they're playing the game and see a score that's like 10-9.
0-2 pitch, bounced.
And that ball's about 2.5, almost 3 feet in front of home plate. Miller's made a couple of good pitches in this ball game, but too many that have really been non-competitive.
Ready for the 1-2 from Bobby Miller is Amador. Swings, it's a ground ball down to first base. That is snared by Freddie Freeman. Underhand toss to Miller covering. And the side is retired, but some damage done for sure. Michael Tolia, a grand slam. Mickey Moniak, a home run. And a 5 spot on the board for Colorado in the top of the third inning. After 2.5.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new.
Hi, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
20% off sunglasses from Shadin Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadin. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
You can usually be found in the dugout discussing baseball with your teammates, Gemini, but taking a break from talking to watch the game may give you valuable insight. Noticing where the team excels could help you put together a plan that encourages each player's strengths. You'll be lauded for your thoughtful feedback that keeps the team scoring runs.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Leads off the bottom of the third for the Dodgers against Angel Shohei. Takes the ball low, 1-0. And a game that started out like a boat race. Well, the Dodgers motor puttered out in the third. It's now a one-run game. It's 7-6. Dodgers put 7 runs up in the first inning. First time they've done that since the 2nd of June 2021 against the Cardinals when they put 11 runs up in the first. There's a ground ball off the bare hand of Shohei. Deflects over to the left side of the mound. By the time he picks it up and throws to first, it's too late. And that's a base hit for Muncy. His 10th hit of the season. And the one thing they tell you not to do as a pitcher, try to field it with your bare hand. That's what Shohei did. He seems to be A-OK. And home plate umpire Mike Estabrook asking him if he's fine and letting him throw a warm-up toss just to be sure.
Sometimes take a ball off the hand, you lose a little bit of the feeling for a little bit of time. By the way, Anthony Banda is still on the mound in the bullpen. And for Bobby Miller, staked to a 7-1 lead after the first inning. 84 pitches in 3 innings of work. And that is not going to get the response of Dave Roberts, I would imagine, to come out in the fourth.
And they're still meeting on the mound. While they do, we'll tell you that at AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. And the meeting on the mound breaks up. Shohei's okay. And he will now face Andy Pages with Austin Barnes on deck. And Shohei Ohtani due to come up after that. Luis Peralta, left-hander, starting to throw for the Rockies. In their bullpen. Now the pitch outside to Pages. And he came up with 2 runs batted in with a single in the first. 4 runs batted in on the season for the Dodger outfielder. Stretching the pitch. Swung on and missed to chase the slider.
And left-hander getting loose for the Rockies just in case. You get a couple of guys on. Then Ohtani, left-handed hitter, followed by Betts. Then Freeman, another lefty.
1-1 pitch from Shohei to the right-handed hitting Pages. Swings and misses at the ball down low.
You know, that's one of the points about a manager. The manager is not just managing for this particular inning. One of the things that really amazed me when I first came up to the Major League level, and Alvin Dark was the manager of then the Kansas City A's. He was thinking 3 or 4 innings in advance, and he would tell guys, hey, look, if we get in this spot, another 2 innings is going to be you.
Throw to first base, back standing Muncy.
But they know the personnel. They know the opposing team. You've got the lineup cards, who's available coming off the bench for the other team, who's available coming out of the bullpen, how they match up against your team, how you match up against theirs. They still have to play the game.
1-2 pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pages. The changeup low.
What's intriguing about this game, you could take all the facts and figures and plug it into the computer, and the computer still spits out, play the game.
Yep, you got to play it still. 2-2 to Andy Pages. He swings and misses at a changeup and strikes out. 1 gone for the Dodgers now in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And here's Austin Barnes. His first hit of the year was a 2-run double with 2 outs. And he'd later come around to score on a base hit by Ohtani, who is now out on deck. Barnes looks at Shohei. Stretch. Muncy, hands on his knees, a lead at first. A pitch. And a little nubber back to the mound. Shohei will grab it. He'll throw on to first base. Almost threw it away. Tolia saved him. Barnes is out, and Muncy advances to second. 2 outs for Ohtani now. So when Ohtani's up, it's appointment listening. Can't go anywhere. You got to listen, because you never know what he's going to do. Hitting .299, 6 home runs, 2 for 2 tonight with a home run. Here's the pitch, and it is low ball 1. And when he gets a hold of one, there's just making no mistake. That ball's leaving the yard. 1 ball, no strike pitch. He swings and fouls it a long way out of play down the left side. That just makes the second deck. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ohtani. His home run, the leadoff home run in the first inning, 427 feet all the way up in the right field pavilion. Swings, fouls another one off to the left. That'll make the 3rd deck.
When you look at the pavilions, halfway up is the aisle. You know, that goes left to right, both sides. Left field pavilion, right field pavilion. I know how much you have to crush it to get it even close up near that walkway. Well, Ohtani goes up above the walkway.
1-2. Waves and misses at a changeup. He was out in front. Shohei strikes him out. And the Dodgers are done in the 3rd inning. We go to the 4th. It's the Dodgers 7, Rockies 6.
LA's best sports talk.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Dad. Breaking never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
You know, just bring some hardware back for that organization. Like I said, it's not, it's individual award, but definitely can't do this without my teammates, my coaches, the fans.
That's Mike Trout after receiving the 3rd AL MVP award of his career. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You can usually be found in the dugout discussing baseball with your teammates, Gemini, but taking a break from talking to watch the game.
Top of the 4th inning, 7-6 Dodgers leading the Rockies. Anthony Banda comes in out of the Dodger bullpen. Bobby Miller's night is done. This pitching change presented by Navien, HVAC, and water heater products. So Miller, 3 innings, 8 hits, 6 earned runs. 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. His ERA is 18. And he will get a no decision out of this. And Banda, the lefty, facing Nick Martini. 9th appearance for Banda. He's 3-0. One of the leaders in Major League Baseball in wins. And the slider is outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And the Dodgers got out to a 7-1 lead. And a grand slam by Michael Toglia helped cut it. Moniak hit an opposite field home run to make it 7-6. It's fouled away by Martini. And it's 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Fastball high and in. 2-2. So it'll be up to the Dodger bullpen to go the rest of the way and to try to lock down a win here. But it got a little tougher in the 3rd. Breaking ball outside. Count is full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. So with Bobby Miller being activated tonight, Landon Knack was optioned to AAA. And we'll wait and see what the Dodgers do before Friday's game in Texas. 3-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back, and that is going to be just below our Spanish booth off to the left side. Jose Mota has a glove, and when a ball comes up there, he puts the glove on. He's caught a couple of foul balls in different stadiums before. 3-2 fouled off the end of the bat.
By the way, while we have a moment very quickly, Manny Mota, who was hospitalized a couple of nights ago. I talked with Manny today. He's doing terrific. Thanks everyone for keeping him in your thoughts.
3-2, ground ball to short. Mookie up with it, slings it on to first for the out.
He sounded strong. He'll get out of the hospital either tomorrow or on Friday. Everything is A-OK. He sounded wonderful. And a big relief. Papa, as we refer to him.
Jose told me he passed all the tests today. Everything. Speech, you name it. He said he's raring to go. Won't be long before he's back here at the ballpark, that's for sure. Well, 1 out, Sean Bouchard, right-handed batter, cut and a miss. Foul tip, actually, into the glove of Barnes. Yeah, gave you an update a couple of times during last night's broadcast on Manny Mota, and just today again, Mo had the chance to talk to him earlier. But really good to hear that he sounded great on the phone.
He absolutely did. Which I might add, so did his family talking to them.
1-1 pitch. Swung on, well hit. But it's going to hang up. Left field. Reaching up and making the catch in the left center field gap is Conforto. And there are 2 down.
So Manny got some phone calls today from some of his former teammates. And Steve Yeager talked to him also today.
How is your roomie doing, by the way?
He's doing well. In fact, he had a good line. He says, "This is the shortest conversation I've ever had with Manny." That's because one of the doctors was coming in at the time.
1-0 to Ryan McMahon. McMahon has punched out swinging twice tonight. And he'll look at a strike here from Banda. 1 ball, 1 strike. Banda stretching, the left-hander kicks, fires home 1-1. It's way outside. A slider missed badly. 2 balls and a strike. The one thing that Manny Mota wanted in spring training was a picture, a certain picture. Here's a 2-1. And did he go? Yes, he did. 2-2. Because Manny was number 11. And Miguel Rojas had been number 11. Roki Sasaki wanted number 11. He got it. And Manny wanted a picture with Sasaki. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Give you more on that in a bit. But a 1-2-3 inning for Anthony Banda, and he strikes out McMahon with a slider. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Dodgers 7, Rockies 6.
When you want Dodgers, the only...
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get
some bonus bets, win or lose. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art RadExact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
The pitcher on for the Rockies is left-hander Luis Peralta. The pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. 7-6, Dodgers lead it. Luis Peralta's 8th appearance. He's 1-1 for the Rockies. Stealing to Mookie Betts a strike. Started him with a fastball. No balls and 1 strike to Mookie. Mookie 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. And Peralta deals, and Mookie slams it down the right field line, and it twists foul. Bouncing off the warning track up over the short wall. It might have hit the top of the short wall. They're chasing after it down there in the corner. Long strike, 0-2.
Dodgers has some of the fastest security guards in the folding chairs down both lines. Picked up the chair, folded up, and sprinted away.
0-2 is pulled down the third base side. And that one is caught by the Dodgers ball attendant down there, Sean. Sean made a nice play.
So we've seen the speed of security down the right field line, and that foul ball down the left field line.
Well, security was getting out of the way, but Sean was going to make a play. He was determined.
Well, Sean has a glove and knows how to use it.
He does. It's easier to catch a ball with a glove than with a folding chair. 1-2. Mookie watches it in the dirt. 2-2. So anyway, we're talking about Manny Mota at spring training, and he wanted a picture with the other number 11 because Manny's number 11. A lot of Dodger fans think of 11. They think of Manny. Check swing foul ball by Betts. And so not only did he get a picture with Roki Sasaki, but Miguel Rojas was in it as well. And when I talked to Miguel about giving up the number 11 to Roki, he said, well, it's not my number anyway. It's Manny Mota's. This ball hit into the gap in shallow right center field. Coming over to play it, Martini. He reaches up, makes the catch. And there's one down for the Dodgers in the bottom of the fourth. I thought that was a nice thing for Miguel Rojas to say, understanding the history of the ball club. And, of course, he'd been with the club before anyway. He knew Manny, knew who he was, and what he meant to the organization. What he means still to the organization. Pitch to Freddy Freeman. It's a foul over by the Dodger dugout.
I'm glad they brought that up because it was 1929 on opening day. There was the Indians, Cleveland Indians, the first team to wear numbers on their jerseys permanently.
And a stroke down the left field side. That's fair and inside the line. It's rolling to the corner around first and into second with a stand-up double is Freddy Freeman. Third double of the season for Freddy. Whose idea was the number thing? I mean, somebody with the Indians.
Well, they were the first team to wear the numbers on their jerseys permanently. And they asked Detroit at League Park.
Teoscar Hernandez set a breaking ball for a strike.
Yeah, well, they used to put the numbers according to the batting order.
That's why Babe Ruth had number 3. He hit third. And a swing at a fastball outside. Didn't look like a very good swing by Teoscar.
That's why looking at the history of this great game is really interesting.
0-2. That's inside.
And for someone like Miguel Rojas that understood the history of the Dodgers in number 11 and the respect for Manny. Because the guys that come up, I mean, those of us have been privileged enough to play this game. We've just been borrowing numbers anyway.
Pitch up high, 2-2. Well, yeah, because you weren't batting 16th in the order. That would be a problem, right? If they still went by that rule.
There were times that Tommy had me batting 16th.
2-2 pitch. Let's follow that. You know, there's some truth to that.
If you didn't know you were in a slump, Tommy might just remind you of it. Some way, somehow.
1 out, 1 on, 2-2. Swung on and hit in the air, deep left center. Heading back near the wall. Moniak on the track will make the catch. Freeman tags from second, and he heads to third with a pop-up slide. 2 men out, runner at third for Michael Conforto.
Moni had to cover a lot of ground. Well, friends, you can celebrate the culture and traditions of Japan right here at Dodger Stadium. When? April 28th. Japan Heritage Night versus the Marlins. So purchase a special ticket package and receive an exclusive Japanese night jersey presented by Daiso. So come on, join us. Check it out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
2 outs, runner at third. 7-6 Dodgers lead. Conforto hoping to pick up Freddy. Swings, fouls it over toward the Rocky dugout. Nothing in 1 to Conforto, who reached on a base hit in the first, scored a run, flied to center field last time up. 1 for 2. And he'll look at one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eight hits apiece. And just a 1-run ball game here in the 4th. Pitch a little high to Conforto. 2 balls, 1 strike. And an appeal down to Laz Diaz at third. Said he didn't go. 2-1. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch. And Conforto wraps it down to first. On 1 hop, it's played by Tolia chest high. He runs to first, steps on the bag. And the side is retired. No runs, a hit, a man left. At the end of 4 full, it's the Dodgers 7, Rockies 6.
This is AM5.
Looking for a rewarding career where you can make a difference? Sierra Vista Unified School District is hiring. As an A-rated pre-K through 12th grade district, we've been proudly serving our community for over 60 years, and we want you to be a part of our team. From teaching to support staff, every role helps shape the future of our students. Competitive pay, great benefits, and a supportive work environment. Because when you succeed, our students do too. Join us today. Apply now at svusd68.org/careers. Sierra Vista Unified, where your career makes an impact.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com. Guess who said the following?
I know they're a good team. We played against them earlier this year. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight just like it was here in the ALCS. So, I'll celebrate tonight and start thinking about them tomorrow.
That's
the game in trouble. Started out small, now it can be double. Yeah, you can drip check.
New pitcher for the Dodgers as we start the 5th. It is Ben Kasparias. Takes over for Anthony Banda. Banda went an inning, struck out 1. Finds himself in a good spot, too, in terms of leaving the ball game with a lead. If the Dodgers keep it, there's a good chance he'll be the major league leader in wins again. He is in line for his 4th win. And Ben Kasparias, right-hander out of Westport, Connecticut, making his 8th appearance this season. No decisions. A 5.06 ERA. A lot of that because of the last outing against the Cubs that he had. Didn't go too well. Every other outing's been pretty good. He deals to Kyle Farmer, and that is a strike with a fastball right down the middle, knee high. Kasparias steps back, slides his foot along the rubber, now delivers, and this ball is swung on, popped up. Back of the plate, Barnes sheds the mask. He is shuffling over to his glove side left, makes the catch. And Farmer is out 1 away in the Rockies' half of the 5th inning.
That's so important. When you look at innings, get the first out.
Hunter Goodman, been on base twice, infield single in the first, walked and scored in the 3rd inning. Infield back, 1 out, nobody on. Kasparias sends a pitch low. 1 ball and no strikes to Hunter Goodman. Kicking the pitch, that's inside, and that's 2-0. The Rockies have lost 10 of 11 road games this season. And prior to tonight, it only scored 16 runs, and the team batting average in those prior 11 road games, 177. Goodman hits a high fly ball to right field, drifting underneath it and positioning himself well as Teoscar Hernandez to make the catch. 2 down.
Well, you were really good at going out on a limb.
Again?
I will too. When he played 11 games and you scored 16 runs, you're hitting $177. You're not going to win a lot.
No, you're not. You're not. It is very disappointing to the baseball fans in the Mile High City in the Rocky Mountain region. What's going on right now? They've had 2 straight 100-loss seasons, set a record for losses last year, and they're off to the worst start in franchise history this year after 17 games at 3-14. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Tolia, and Tolia is in the hole, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second time he struck out tonight, 31st time of the year. Ben Kasparias, a very strong inning as he retires the side in order and earns himself a strikeout on the fastball. Halfway through the 5th at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers 7, Rockies 6.
Baseball is back, and it's time to bring the heat with Fanatic Sportsbook. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your bets, win or lose. Flip your fan cash for authentic MLB apparel, bonus bets, and other collectibles. On top of that, new customers get up to $300 in bonus bets across your first 3 days. Bet on baseball all season long with Fanatic Sportsbook.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
Just bring some some hardware back for that organization. Like I said, it's not, it's individual award, but definitely can't do this without my teammates, my coaches, the fans.
That's Mike Trout after receiving the 3rd AL MVP award of his career. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night. Live
not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Tommy Edman leads off the Dodger half of the 5th inning. 7-6 Dodgers lead. Left-hander Peralta sends a strike his way. He's turned around about right-handed against the lefty, Luis Peralta. 3rd pitcher used by Bud Black tonight. And now Edman, who didn't agree with the first call, wants a timeout. Mike Estabrook grants it, and now Tommy's ready. Taps home plate, draws the bat back, and waits. Peralta out of the stretch delivers the 0-1, and it's a cut and a miss for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and out on strikes is Edman, 1 away. The Dodgers getting some better news on some pitchers who are heading back this way. Tony Gonsolin getting a little closer. Evan Phillips ready to pitch in back-to-back games out of the bullpen, and he is getting very close to rejoining the Dodger bullpen. Michael Kopech was here today and threw, and he's getting a little bit closer. He's been throwing in the bullpen. Blake Snell says he feels great. And another left-hander pitch today, too. 1-0 pitch. And Muncy hits it on the ground. Foul on the first base side. Clayton Kershaw pitched in a game today in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, the early game.
He did. They had an 11 o'clock game today. Often in the minor leagues, you may have a weekday game at 11 a.m. Muncy swings, foul, tips it into the glove of the Rocky catcher, Fulford. And they do it for what they call education day or school days. And they get kids out of school on a field trip, and they put on a program for them in the morning. We've seen it a few times around big league ballparks. They bring the local popular meteorologist out to talk about weather or science or whatever. And so that's what they do, and the games always start early. 2-2. Muncy hammers one down the right side. It is hooking. It is foul. Looked like it was right at the foul screen, but then hooked to the right. And Max just missed his first home run of the year. Anyway, Kershaw had the pitch in the day game today, the morning game, which was 11 o'clock Central Time and 9 a.m. here on the West Coast. 2-2, and Muncy hits it on the ground, just foul. A diving attempt by Tolia. That's out of his reach. And Kersh went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, struck out 2. Threw 30 pitches, 22 of them were strikes. He said after the game he felt great. So he'll have a regular routine now, and he'll pitch again at AAA in his next start. So his rehab stint continues. 2-2, locks up Muncy inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Max. Payoff pitch to Muncy from Peralta. He swings and belts it into right field. That's a base hit. Well, Max Muncy is 2 for 2 with a walk tonight. He's been on base 3 times. 1-out single for Muncy.
We're beginning to see better and better swings from Max Muncy.
Andy Pages walking to the plate now. Pages looks out at Peralta, 1 down. Muncy hands on his knees, short lead at first, and Andy takes a strike. Pages 1 for 2, 2-run single in the first inning, and then scored a run himself. He struck out swinging on a changeup in the third. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another piece of news today for the Dodgers involves the third base coach, Dino Ebel. Dino has accepted the invitation to go back and be the third base coach for Team USA in the upcoming World Baseball Classic. He'll work under manager Mark DeRosa again. 0-2 is high and outside. It's quite an honor for Dino to do it twice in a row now.
Good choice by DeRosa, too.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. And Andy slams it foul over the Rocky dugout into the protective netting. Rockies have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen now, Victor Vodnik. One and two. Pitch on the way. It's in the dirt. And it skips away. A wild pitch allows Muncy to get down to second base. Speaking of international baseball, in the managers' scrum today with the press, Dave Roberts was asked a question about the news that Dodger Stadium will be the Olympic venue for baseball in 28. There's a hot shot into left field. That's a base hit. Muncy's going to round third. He'll come to the plate and score. It's another run batted in for Andy Pages. It is 8-6.
We've been talking the last number of days about the Dodger lineup. At numbers 5 through 9, well, their averages have been anemic. Well, not the last couple of games. And those bats are beginning to warm up.
Now, Bud Black can feel it. The Rocky manager's already made the call to the bullpen. He's coming out to get the lefty Peralta. The Dodgers have added on here with their 10th hit. So it's their third straight game with 10 hits after not having 10 in a game all season. They had 10 on Monday night, 10 last night, 10 and counting here tonight at Dodger Stadium. Pitching change.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
Baseball is back, and it's time to bring the heat with Fanatic Sportsbook. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your bets, win or lose. Flip your fan cash for authentic MLB apparel, bonus bets, and other collectibles. On top of that, new customers get up to $300 in bonus bets across your first 3 days. Bet on baseball all season long with Fanatic Sportsbook.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Shakey's with an ice-cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
Right-hander Victor Vodnik makes his 9th appearance of the season. He's 0-1, 5.14 his ERA. Opponents hitting .269 against him. It's his 2nd appearance of the series. He appeared here on Monday night. He was the last pitcher the Rockies used. 8-6 Dodgers. Pitch to Austin Barnes is up there for ball 1. 1-0.
That pitch at 95. First pitch he threw. Opening game of the series coming in relief 98.
1-0 pitch, and Barnes looks at a slider down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Barnes 1 for 2, 2-run double and a run scored in the first. Ohtani on deck. 2 ball, no strike pitch from Vodnik. And a cut and a miss by Barnes at a fastball. 2-1. One out. Pages at first. Time is called. Vodnik didn't see it at first. And Vodnik getting ready to pitch before Barnes was alert to the pitcher. So the warning issued by Mike Estabrook. Eight runs on 10 hits for the Dodgers. 6 runs on 8 hits for the Rockies. Pitch is outside. And the count goes to 3-1 on Austin Barnes. Oh, talking about the question that Dave Roberts got, mentioned it before the break, right before Andy Pages got his hit. He was asked about Dodger Stadium being the Olympic baseball venue. 3-1, that's a strike. 3-2. The follow-up question by the person that asked the question was, do you think that might be the time where Major League Baseball, which is a natural question, right? Thinking process that they would allow Major League players to participate. Scheduling wise, it'd be really difficult. But, Dave said, it would be wonderful if that would be the case, if they could work it out. 3-2 outside corner, called strike 3. That was a fastball right on the back of the plate. And here comes Ohtani. Talk about international baseball. This guy's the best player in the world. And that's not hyperbole. 2 for 3 tonight with a home run. 2 runs batted in. First pitch to him. He pulls off it, swings and misses at a changeup. 2 outs. Pages at first. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch from Vodnik. Ohtani backs up. That one was inside. A little chin music. Fans letting Vodnik hear about it. A little too close to their favorite guy. One of their favorite guys. 1-1. And Ohtani lifts one high in the air down the left field side that is twisting foul and out of play. 2 strikes on Ohtani. I know it'd be really hard to do, almost impossible to do for the Olympics, but it would be kind of cool to think about it. See the best players in the world at the Olympics playing baseball. We get the chance to see something like that with the WBC, but the Olympics are a little different. 1-2, pitch chase, the changeup. So Ohtani strikes out for the second time. Vodnik comes in, strikes out 3, around 2 hits and a run. And we go to the...
Since the dawn of Major League Baseball, every player has honed their unique skills.
Judge, draw deep to left. Ohtani connects and it's gone. Skeen strikes out the side. Bobby Witt Jr. throws in time. Harper does it again.
Witness the heroes of the game in ballparks nationwide. Get your tickets today at MLB.com/tickets. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Bottom part of the order up for the Rockies to start the sixth inning. Dodgers with an 8-6 lead. Kasparis facing Mickey Moniak, center fielder. Swings the first pitch, rolls it towards second. Edman gets behind it, flips on to first. One pitch and one out in the Rockies sixth. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Catcher Braxton Fulford is 0 for 2. Struck out looking twice. Takes on the inside edge for a strike. 0-1. Kasparis last time out against the Cubs gave up 6 earned runs. There's a swing and a miss. Got a 1-2-3 inning on 8 pitches, and then gets the 4th out in his night on 1 pitch, and now he's ahead 0-2 to Fulford. Well, Kasparis not fooling around out there tonight. And that outing against the Cubs, really an outlier from what he's been showing the Dodgers recently. And a 3-pitch strikeout, swing and a miss at a slider. And Fulford is out. He's punched out 3 times. And now Adiel Amador, the switch hitting second baseman, will come up with 2 down.
Well, Friends, you can champion special women in our lives on the 29th of April. It's against the Marlins. It's Women's Night at Dodger Stadium. So purchase a special ticket package. Receive an exclusive Women's Night crew neck sweater. Come on out, Dodgers.com/promotions.
1 ball, no strikes to Amador. These quick outs are good for not only Kasparis but the Dodgers. It'll keep Ben in the game longer. Help out the bullpen a little bit with the early exit of Bobby Miller tonight. 2 balls, no strikes to Amador. Kasparis kicks the 2-0 pitch, is fouled back by Amador. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's 1 for 2 tonight, singled in the second inning, and then bounced out to Freddie Freeman at first in the third. 2-1. And the pitch swung on and missed. He chased a high fastball. That one was up and out of the zone. Amador, one of 3 Rockies to make their major league debuts this week. Now that's how young they are. And we're talking about position players, not pitchers. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and floated foul, third base side, up in the seats.
They're just 22.
Well, when you're in April and you have 3 guys making their debuts in the same week, you've got some issues. 2-2, and that's inside. 3-2.
Yeah, you're gonna a man just 22 is not a whole lot of experience at any level.
Getting some here. Payoff pitch. Fouled straight down. 3 balls, 2 strikes still on Amador. Three and 2 as Kasparis has the pitch he wants to throw. Steps back, fires, and Amador lifts one down the left field line. Chasing it is Michael Conforto, and just where the grass and the track meet, right near the chalk line, he makes the catch. And Kasparis, his second 1-2-3 inning. Head to the bottom of the 6th. That's the Dodgers.
I'm Jill, a registered dietitian. When I meet with patients, they usually think I'm going to tell them to throw out their favorite snacks. But don't worry, your Cheetos are safe. That's not how this works. I help my patients build healthier habits based on their lifestyle and goals without guilt or restriction. Nourish connects dietitians like me with people like you who are ready to take control of their health. Your appointments could be fully covered through your insurance, since 94% of Nourish patients pay $0 out of pocket. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
Canva presents the killer of productivity. It was an ordinary workday until...
Oh no, this meeting. It could have been an email.
Run. Canva had a creative solve.
Get email. I'll just put the info the team needs in a Canva doc, and I'll make it visual with images, charts, and graphics.
Bring productivity killers to justice with creativity. Love your work at canva.com.
This sports update is brought to you by Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Find what you need at Grainger.com.
For the very first time, the 35-year-old from Northern Ireland has claimed victory in Augusta. It all came down to the final round, where he defeated his opponent in the first hole of a sudden death playoff, earning him the coveted green jacket and a career Grand Slam.
With supplies and solutions for every industry, Grainger has the right product for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 26th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Mookie Betts leads off the Dodgers 6, takes outside ball 1, 1-0. 8-6, Dodgers lead it. That's .270 average, 0 for 2 tonight. He's 0 for his last 8, actually, so due to break out. And he'll take a strike here. 1 ball, 1 strike. You don't normally see Mookie get into too many 0 for 8s, 0 for 9s, 0 for 10s, that kind of thing. He's usually fairly consistent. 1-1. Check swing. They appeal down to Brian O'Nora, the umpire at first. He said he didn't go. 2 balls and a strike. Get you caught up this inning on what else has happened around baseball on this Wednesday. 2-1. That's inside. And it's 3-1 to Mookie Betts. Freddie Freeman on deck. Teoscar Hernandez to follow. Victor Vodnik still on his second inning of work. He stretches, fires home, and that's good for a strike. A fastball at 98. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vodnik stretch again. Set at the belt, kicks and delivers, and Mookie fouls it down the third base side. It's Chevy Truck Month. There's no better time to do what you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. So the 3-2 on the way to Betts. And he'll take inside ball 4. Second time he's drawn a walk. Dodgers lead off the 6th with a base runner. And here comes Freddie Freeman. Well, earlier today, the Padres beat the Cubs 4-2 to go to 15-4. They lead the division right now. The Dodgers trailing them at this point in time, trailing the Giants by half a game, too. Giants beat the Phillies in Philadelphia 11-4. Here's the pitch to Freeman. That is low. Freddie homered in his first at bat, doubled in his third at bat. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Diamondbacks beat the Marlins 6-2 in Miami. Diamondbacks now 11-7. A 1-0 pitch. Freeman takes a big cut and misses. 1-1. You know, normally at this time of the year, 11-7 wouldn't be too bad. But the Diamondbacks are looking up in the standings and saying, well, Dodgers, Giants, Padres, all in front of them. There's a 1-1 pitch. Wave and a miss at a changeup.
Yeah, tell the Rockies about looking at. Started 10.5 out.
Well, they need a telescope. I mean, with a loss tonight, I mean, right now they're 11 out with the Padres winning. And if they lose, they'd be 11.5 out after the first 18 games. 2-2. Well, that's where the Rangers beat the Angels 3-1. Angels now a game over 500 at 9-8. Rangers 11-7. Pitch is high to Freeman, 3-2. Left-hander Scott Alexander, the former Dodger, warming up for Colorado. Athletics win again. They beat the White Sox 3-1. And the A's go to 8-10. And the pitch low, ball 4. So Vodnik's walked the first 2. And the Dodgers have set up shop first and second, and nobody out in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Perfect time to add on.
Oscar Hernandez looking to get something done. He missed the last 2 games with a stomach bug. Is 0 for 3 tonight. And his last time up in the 4th inning looked to get his timing a little better. He flied out very deep to center.
He wants to get on base and show off his shoes.
Let's see if those shoes are fast or not. Darryl Scott, the pitching coach, comes out for a word. The Rockies meet on the mound. With the Freeman walk, that's the 15th base runner for the Dodgers in the first 5+ innings of the game. Plenty of traffic. And the Dodgers went down 1-0 in the top of the first, bottom of the first. They batted around, put 7 up, and had a 7-1 lead until the 3rd inning. Bobby Miller loaded the bases, then served up a grand slam to Michael Toglia and a follow-up home run to Mickey Moniak as the Rockies went back-to-back to cut the lead to 7-6. Dodgers added a single run in the 5th and an RBI base hit by Andy Pages. That's where we stand right now at 8-6. Betts leads at second. Freeman at first. Vodnik's pitch. It's Teoscar waving a miss at the slider. 0-1 to Teoscar Hernandez. Vodnik ready to go. Checks second. Now comes to the plate. And a swing and a foul straight back on the ground. Rolling slowly to the backstop. 0-2 to Teoscar.
Back-to-back sliders.
Think he triples up here? Or maybe the changeup. The changeup's been good. 0-2. And it was the slider. He did triple up. And a swing and a miss by Hernandez. He strikes out for the 2nd time. And Teoscar is 0 for 4.
And a slider well off the plate, too.
And Bud Black coming to get Vodnik. He'll bring in the lefty Alexander to face Conforto. So you got Conforto, the switch hitter Edman, and the lefty Muncy coming up. So time for a pitching change, timeout. 1 out, 2 on. We're in the bottom half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 8, Rockies.
This sports update is brought to you by Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Find what you need at Grainger.com.
For the very first time, the 35-year-old from Northern Ireland has claimed victory in Augusta. It all came down to the final round, where he defeated his opponent in the first hole of a sudden death playoff, earning him the coveted green jacket and a career grand slam.
With supplies and solutions for every industry, Grainger has the right product for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Waiting for the best deals? Spring Black Friday savings are here. Shop early access now at Blinds.com and save big on new custom window treatments. At Blinds.com, shopping online for custom window treatments doesn't mean sacrificing on service, selection, or style. As the #1 online retailer of custom window treatments, Blinds.com has hundreds of options to fit any decor and budget. Choose from stylish roller or bamboo shades, blackout options, and more. We even have motorized shades for your patio, DIY, or let our experts handle the heavy lifting. Blinds.com has you covered with free virtual consultations. We'll even send a pro to do the measure and install. Try before you buy with free samples delivered to your door. With over 25 million windows covered, every order's backed with Blinds.com's 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop Blinds.com's Spring Black Friday early access now for up to 40% off with minimum purchase, plus a free measure. Save up to 40% at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Other terms and conditions may apply at participating locations only.
Scott Alexander comes out of the pen for the 2nd night in a row for the Rockies. 7th appearance on the season, 1-1. ERA 8.44. The Rockies pitchers have had a lot of ERAs up around that area already this season. Opponents hitting .333 against him, and in last night's game, won an inning, hit a man, and struck out a man, but did not give up a hit or a run. Victor Vodnik won an inning. No hits, still responsible for the 2 men on base. Walked 2, struck out 3. And Michael Conforto, the lefty, will face Scott Alexander. Loves to throw the sinker and the slider.
I was going to good job tonight. They're 4 for 9 runners in scoring position so far.
Dodgers a 2-run lead, 2 men on, and the pitch, a strike. 8-6 Dodgers. Betts at second, Freeman at first. Conforto looking to come up with a hit here. He did in the first inning, singled and scored. He's 1 for 3 in the ballgame. 0-1 pitch to Conforto. There goes Betts for third. Pitches up high, no throw for Fulford. It'll be a stolen base for Betts. Just his second of the season.
Freeman was watching Betts. Mookie had bluffed a couple of times in that sequence. And Freeman was about ready to go on one of them. Then Freddy went back to the bag.
Well, Freeman at first and Mookie at third. 1 out. Fordo, I'd love to get the ball up in the air here somewhere. He grounded into 2 double plays the other night. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Alexander. And it is slammed foul into the second deck, deep up there in the loge.
I was thinking about the first spring training game that we did, where we saw 19 pitchers used in the game. Well, we're not close to that, but this is number 8. And we're in the 6th inning.
We're getting closer, though.
Of course, in that first game, not only 19 pitchers, there were a total of 55 players used.
Wait till next spring. Be a longer spring. 1-2 way outside. Of course, the World Baseball Classic. So there will be more games next year. No travel to Korea, no travel to Japan. So it'll be a longer.
And you probably will probably see a few more inexperienced younger players playing earlier on in spring.
2-2. And off the end of the bat foul. Well, we saw that a couple of years ago. I'd say, 3 springs ago. And we were lucky because the World Baseball Classic, at least part of it, was being held right there at Phoenix. I have to go over there a couple of times and see some of the games. But during our portion of spring training, there were a lot of players being used, getting an opportunity. 2-2. And a ground ball hit to short. Farmer flips to Amador, 1 on to first, double play. And the Dodgers come up empty in the bottom half of the 6th inning. On to the 7th. It's the Dodgers 8, Rockies 6.
Good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Ready to level up? Chumba Casino is your playbook to fun. It's free to play with no purchase necessary. Enjoy hundreds of casino-style games like bingo, slots, and solitaire anytime, anywhere with fresh releases every week. Whether you're at home or on the go, let Chumba Casino bring the excitement to you. Plus, get free daily login bonuses and a free welcome bonus. Join now for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Play Chumba Casino today. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. T&Cs apply.
Hey, Celtics fans. We've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Here at Golf, not only are we pumped up to chase another title this year, but we've got a deal to save you at the actual pump. Golf is a proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics. And like you, we're fans too. So when you download the Golf Pay app, you can save 5 cents per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. Download Golf Pay and score savings all season long. See app for details. Golf, it all starts here.
This sports update is brought to you by Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Find what you need at Grainger.com.
For the very first time, the 35-year-old from Northern Ireland has claimed victory in Augusta. It all came down to the final round, where he defeated his opponent in the first hole of a sudden death playoff, earning him the coveted green jacket and a career grand slam.
With supplies and solutions for every industry, Grainger has the right product for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 26th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com.
We return to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
With us, glad you're with us, no matter where you happen to be listening to us from. 8-6, Dodgers leading, and Ben Kasparius dealing to the leadoff man, Nick Martini. Left-handed hitting right fielder starts him off with a breaking ball for a strike. Here's the line to kick the pitch. That's up high. Well, he's giving the Dodgers what they need tonight. That's Kasparius. A little bit of length out of the bullpen. And here's a 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the left.
Boy, it's so important to have guys in the bullpen that can kind of carry over from the middle of the game and then take it into the later stages. And you got fresh arms that are still down there.
And now the 1-2 offer to Martini. It's up high, 2-2. Anybody you can keep fresh heading into the day off tomorrow, it's just a bonus. 2-2. Ooh, good looking curve. Came in a little high. Count is full, 3-2. And the Dodgers will have tomorrow off and then pick it back up in Arlington, Texas on Friday. 3-2. Swung on and a ground ball past a reaching Freddie Freeman. He tried to stab it with a backhand. Got by his glove. And into right field for a base hit for Martini. He leads off the 7th with a single.
Number 12, Sean Bouchard.
Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Sean Bouchard 1 for 3 with a run scored. Got a base hit in the 3rd inning. Nobody out, 1 man aboard. Dodgers playing for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike. Nothing in 1. Good slider from Kasparius. Yankees winners again on this Wednesday. They beat the Royals 4-3. Yankees 11-7. They will be here at Dodger Stadium end of May. Strike called on the inside edge. It's 0-2. Mariners a winner today in Cincinnati 5-3. Both teams 9-9. And the Red Sox shut out the Rays 1-0 in Tampa. Bouchard fouls it off. Was it 2 days ago? I think they were beaten by the Rays 16-1. Difference a couple of days makes. Orioles beat the Guardians 9-1 in Baltimore, and the Pirates over the Nationals 6-1. O'Neal Cruz with his first career grand slam for the Pirates. And Bouchard chases a slider, and he strikes out. 1 away for the Rockies in the 7th. Ryan McMahon, the batter. Cardinals beat the Astros 4-1, and the Brewers over the Tigers 5-1. First pitch to the left-handed hitting McMahon. It's low and in, ball 1. McMahon has struck out 3 times in the game. He is hitless in the series. Average down to 206. Mookie Betts playing up the middle to the left of the second base bag. Muncy way off the line at third. And McMahon takes a strike. One ball, 1 strike pitch coming. And it's on the way, swinging and a miss. I was thinking of Tampa Bay. We go down there to play at George Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. That'll be first weekend in August. So the Dodgers and Rays and a spring training ballpark. 1-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a hit to right field. McMahon finally got a hit. Rounding second and heading to third is Martini. And into second with a double is Ryan McMahon, his 3rd double of the season.
All of a sudden, the Rockies have the tying runs in scoring position. That was a curveball and not a particularly good one.
The Dodgers are going to get some action in the bullpen. Left-hander Alex Vasse starts to throw. Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, will take a stroll from the third base dugout to try to buy some time and get Vasse some more throws in.
Hey, friends, have a moment looking ahead on Saturday the 26th. After a decade of Dave Roberts at the helm of the Dodgers, the Pirates will be in. That's a 6-10 start on the 26th. So come out and celebrate L.A. Skipper. The first 40,000 fans in attendance are going to receive a Dave Roberts bobblehead. Presented by Kinoshita. So come on out, join us, Dodgers.com/promotions for more information.
Well, the meeting on the mound is broken up. Kyle Farmer coming up. He's got runners at second and third. Tying run is in scoring position in the top of the 7th inning. And would look to be a game on cruise control early. You can never count anybody out in the major leagues that early in a game. Dodgers had a 7-1 lead, leading 8-6, but the Rockies threatening again. Ball one delivered inside to the right-handed hitting Kyle Farmer. Martini off of third base, McMahon off of second. And that pitch down low. You think about McMahon, where he hit the ball. He hit it in such a way where Teoscar Hernandez was running away from second base toward the line in right field to make the play. If that ball had been hit a little bit more to the left, he might have had a chance to get the ball to second base, hold him at first, and keep the double play in order. Anytime as an outfielder, as you know, Mo, you want to try to keep that runner at first base, keep a forced play on whenever you can.
Absolutely imperative to be able to do it. That ground ball double play can get you out of some trouble, can get you out of an inning.
3-0 to Farmer. And Kasparia's pitch, strike called outside corner at the knees. 3-1. Each team with 10 hits in the game now. Kasparias comes set, looks back at second, now to the plate, swing and a miss, strike two. Down to swing at a low slider.
Well, it would have been ball four.
Farmer may have been a bit anxious there in a 3-1 pitch.
Well, I think he was still thinking about the pitch prior to that he, I think, was in the strike zone.
Now a full count pitch from Kasparias. Swing and a foul back. You get a little more geared up in those hitters counts, though.
You better believe it.
3-2, full count. Kasparias set on the hill. Farmer waits. The pitch swung on, ground ball toward the middle. Picked up behind the bag. It is Edman, throws on to first to get Farmer. Coming in to score is Martini. Ground ball out and a run batted in for Kyle Farmer. It's now a 1-run game at 8-7 in favor of the Dodgers. Second RBI of the night for Farmer, his 6th of the season. And now the tying runs at third base with McMahon advancing on the play. So, important now for Kasparias to get Goodman out. He deals him outside for ball one. Right-hander Tyler Kinley beginning to throw for the Rockies. Down in their bullpen in the right field corner. Here's a 1-0 pitch. And it's fouled back by Goodman. 1 ball, 1 strike. For the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th, it's Tommy Edman, Max Munson, Andy Pages. 6, 7, and 8 due up in the order. Then Barnes, then Ohtani. Stretched by Kasparias, who's trying to get him there. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Ball and 2 strikes to Hunter Goodman.
Yeah, this is the opposite of a hitter with a count in your favor.
McMahon leads at third base. Muncy playing deep and off the line. Now the pitch. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another slider from Kasparias. Ben has thrown 45 pitches since entering the ball game in the 5th. Had a 1-2-3 5th with a strikeout, a 1-2-3 6th with a strikeout. He's picked up another strikeout here in the 7th, but he has allowed a run. 2-2. Goodman swings, pops it up foul right side. That'll get over the dugout and make the seats. Kasparis would love to just get this last out here and then give his team 3 innings of work in relief. Bobby Miller started, went 3, gave up 6 earned runs on 8 hits, struck out 7. Anthony Banda had a perfect 4th inning. Now Goodman hits the ball up in the air, deep right center. After it is Pages. He's got a play on it in front of the track. He'll make the catch. And the side retired, and the tying run is left at third base. But 1 run comes in on 2 hits. And the Rockies make it a 1-run game. It is stretch time, middle of the 7th inning at Dodgers.
Hey, Celtics fans, we've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Here at Golf, not only are we pumped up to chase another title this year, but we've got a deal to save you at the actual pump. Golf is a proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics. And like you, we're fans too. So when you download the Golf Pay app, you can save 5 cents per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. Download Golf Pay and score savings all season long. See app for details. Golf, it all starts here.
Help keep our communities safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 26th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is seeing eye single. Do you know what it means? Seeing eye single.
Baseball on top of the mountain on the world champion LA Dodgers All Network.
Second baseman Tommy Edman to lead off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-run game, 8-7. Scott Alexander, the lefty, stays out. Probably to get through Edman and Muncy. And then Tyler Kinley, a right-hander, almost ready in the Rocky bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes to Edman, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first, and he's bookended strikeout since. 1 swinging, 1 looking. 1-0 is a high chopper to third. Reaching up for it is McMahon. Sidearm throw across the diamond. In time to retire Edman. 5-3 the putout and 1 away. Bottom of the 7th inning brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So 1 out and Max Muncy is up. Max has been on base all 3 times tonight. 2 for 2 with a walk, and he's scored twice. Infield will shift over toward the right. Tolia guarding the line at first. And the pitch to Muncy. Swing and a ground ball to second base. Amador up with it. Quick flip to first and a quick 2 outs. 2 down for the Dodgers, and Andy Pages will make his way to the plate. But he knows he doesn't have to hurry because Bud Black's coming out to get Alexander. And he will call upon Tyler Kinley, the right-hander, to now face the 2 right-handers scheduled to hit next. Pages and then Barnes after that, with Ohtani lurking following that. So Alexander's done. We've got a pitching change timeout. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Dodgers 8, Rockies 7.
Ford employs the most American auto workers.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Waunakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Waunakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WaunakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot, which means big deals on all the flowers and plants you need to make a big difference around your home this spring. Like 1-quart perennials now on special buy, 3 for $10, was $5.98 each. These cold-tolerant flowers are perfect for early spring planting. And give all your container plants the foundation they need for success with 0.75 cubic foot Miracle-Gro garden soil, 5 for $10. Tackle projects this spring with help from the Home Depot. Today is the last day to shop all the best Spring Black Friday savings.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster
specials and make every game a grand slam with Superior Grocers. It's always a grand slam with Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
Tyler Kinley, 8th appearance. No decisions and an ERA of 5.68. He has struck out 6 over 6 and a third innings work. Opponents hitting .250 against him, yet to allow a home run. 2 outs, nobody on. Andy Pages the batter. Dodgers with an 8-7 lead, bottom of the 7th inning. So Pages ready to dig in. He taps the inside edge of home plate, brings the bat around a couple of times. He'll draw it back and await the pitch from Kinley. Here it is. And it's just over the outside part of the plate for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Kinley pitched an inning in 2/3 of hitless and scoreless relief, striking out 2 on Monday night. Fires one high to Pages. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, he has success just running that fastball upstairs.
Pages winds the bat around and waits. Here's the 1-1 from Kinley. And Pages watches it sail up and away. A fastball, 2-1.
Well, show of hands that thought this game would be close after a 7-run bottom of the first by the Dodgers.
My hand's not up, and neither is yours. Neither of us thought this would be like this in the late innings, but again, you never know. That's the way this game is. 3-1 now to Pages. Kinley missed with a high fastball at 96. Here's the 3-1. Kinley working out of the stretch at all times. And Pages lets it go for strike 2. 8 runs, 10 hits for the Dodgers. 7 runs, 10 hits for the Rockies. The big blow, the grand slam in the 3rd inning by Michael Toglia off of Bobby Miller, and then the follow-up home run by Mickey Moniak. That was the last time it was a 1-run game. Swing and a foul back, still 3-2. Kinley with a new baseball, but wants to pick up the rosin bag. Make sure his hand is dry as he steps back on the rubber. 2 outs, space is empty, and the 3-2 pitch to Pages from Tyler Kinley. Pages swings, it's a high fly ball, shallow right. Over toward the line is Martini. He will reach up and make the catch, and the side is retired in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We go to the 8th. It's the Dodgers 8.
Hey, Celtics fans, we've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Here at Golf, not only are we pumped up to chase another title this year, but we've got a deal to save you at the actual pump. Golf is a proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics. And like you, we're fans too. So when you download the Golf Pay app, you can save 5 cents per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. Download Golf Pay and score savings all season long. See app for details. Golf, it all starts here.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 26th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Out of the Dodger bullpen comes left-hander Alex Vasse. Pitch to the Rockies in the 8th inning. 8-7 Dodgers with the lead. Top of the 8th is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, celebrating 20 years of good times. Michael Toglia, switch hitter, turning around about right-handed against the lefty Vasse. Vasse ready to fire. His first pitch in for a strike at the knees. Toglia, pair of strikeouts wrapped around a grand slam. Grand slam in the 3rd inning, his first home run of the season. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He's also struck out more than anybody in Major League Baseball, 31 times now. And Vasse with an 0-2 count, working on 33. And the 0-2 on the way. And that's inside and low.
Came back with a slider. It was a strange season for Vasse last year, on the fastball in particular. Through June 17th, it was a .403 average against. After that, he shut it down. Fastball just 171 against.
Stretching the 1-2. A little bit high. Check swing. Peel down to first. He didn't go.
And that fastball in 23, if you go back to 2 years ago, overall for the entire season, just 149 batting average against the heater.
11th appearance of the season for Vasse. No decisions. Toglia rips one foul into the low section on the third base side. Vasse's ERA starting the night 2.70. Got his first save of the season on the 19th of March against the Cubs in Tokyo. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the right, now to play. 2-ball, 2-strike count to Michael Toglia. Mickey Moniak on deck, and then Braxton Fulford would be the scheduled hitter. We'll see if Bud Black sends him up or not. He struck out 3 times in his Major League debut. And a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He took it down the middle. Good changeup. Toglia strikes out for the 3rd time in the ball game, and there's 1 out in the top of the 8th.
He was looking right there. He was geared for the fastball.
Mickey Moniak, a home run in the 3rd. Flied to right and grounded to second. 1 for 3. Takes low ball 1. And so important to get that first out in a close game late.
You just don't want traffic on the bases, especially not early in an inning.
1-0 pitch. Wave and a miss at a slider away. Moniak, a left-handed batter. And Fulford is on deck. A right-handed hitter. And a 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back, a ball and 2 strikes. So far tonight, the Rockies batters have struck out 12 times. 5 of those have been looking. 2 of those, Toglia looking. And 2 more from Fulford, who's on deck. 1-2. Swing and a chopper to first. That's right along the line. Fair ball. Freddy's got it. Foot race to the bag, and Freddy gets there just ahead of the play.
And Vasse was late to the dance. Left-hander, his momentum really takes him towards the third base bag after he releases the ball and follows through. And by the time he turned around, it was a foot race, and only Freeman was going to win it.
Catcher number 37, Braxton Fulford.
Braxton Fulford, 0 for 3. 3 punch-outs. 2 down, top of the 8th inning. Dodgers lead by a run, 8-7. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. 0-1 to Fulford. Infield back, outfield straight up. And an 0-1 pitch from the left-hander Vasse is fouled off, and it's 0-2.
Well, you feel for a young player that making their major league debut at a young age. Fulford 26. But regardless of what the birth certificate says, this is a big transition to this level.
0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Sombrero for Fulford in his major league debut. It's a 1-2-3. Top of the 8th inning for Alex Vasse, and he strikes out 2. We go to the home half of the 8th. Dodgers 8, Rockies 7.
LA's best sports talk. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Dad, did you go to Dodgers games when...
Sometimes our customers face circumstances that stretch their financial resources. At Pennsylvania American Water, we're here to help. Our customer assistance programs can help keep your life flowing by providing financial assistance and more, including yearly grants up to $500, discounts on your monthly bills, arrearage forgiveness, payment arrangements, and budget billing. We also provide water-saving devices and tips to help you reduce your monthly bill. Visit PennsylvaniaAMWater.com to learn more.
As a low-voltage contractor, you probably know Graber for cable and connectivity. But there's one more thing you should know us for, like our datacom solutions for security, AV, wireless, and networking. Give us a call to see how this one more thing can make all the difference.
Hey, Celtics fans, we've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Here at Golf, not only are we pumped up to chase another title this year, but we've got a deal to save you at the actual pump. Golf is a proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics. And like you, we're fans too. So when you download the Golf Pay app, you can save 5 cents per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. Download Golf Pay and score savings all season long. See app for details. Golf, it all starts here.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof, while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano.
Never gets old.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Austin Barnes, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts do up against right-hander Tyler Kinley. 8-7 Dodgers lead. Kinley's first pitch to Barnes, swung on and missed. Barnes with a 2-run double his first time up, 1 for 3 tonight. And his first hit of the season. He had an 0 for 13 streak going before he doubled in the first. The 0-1 pitch to Austin Barnes, tonight's catcher. And he'll let it go for a strike. It's 0-2. Ohtani waiting patiently on deck. Dodgers wouldn't mind a little insurance. Tanner Scott will close the ball game. He is getting ready to throw now in the Dodger bullpen. And the 0-2 from Tyler Kinley. Foul back. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. 0-2 the count, and the pitch from Kinley to Austin Barnes. Missed outside with a fastball. 95 from Kinley, who came in to replace Scott Alexander. Alexander went an inning in the third, hitless and scoreless. 1-2. Strike three called on the outside corner. Slider just nicked it. And Barnes strikes out looking for the second time tonight. This will bring up Shohei Ohtani. So the Dodgers with 7 runs in the first inning. And since then, in the last 6 1/3, just 1 run on 4 hits. See if Ohtani can change it. Kinley waiting on the hill. Now delivers. Ohtani swings and he bounces it down the first base line. What a stab by Toglia. He just robbed Ohtani of a double. What a play by Michael Toglia at first base, diving toward the line, somehow snaring the baseball. And Kinley, quick as a cat over to first base, just getting there a little bit ahead of Ohtani to record the second out of the Dodger eighth.
That's just a tremendous play to the backhand side. And that last hop, I mean, it was a kangaroo hop. I mean, it really went upstairs. Not only a good stop, and then from the seat of his pants, a good leading throw to his pitcher covering.
Mookie Betts batting with 2 outs. First pitch to Mookie is taken for a strike. Well, the Rockies might be 3-14, but they play hard. They still play right to the very end. And an 0-1 pitch to Betts. Mookie lets it go low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think it's a big endorsement also for Buddy Black, the message that he sends. You know, they're losing, but you look at this really in the series and this game tonight, they have played hard.
Here comes the 1-1. And Betts waves and misses. Well, the other thing, too, is, you know, he gets his guys to kind of compartmentalize. You know, you can't worry about yesterday. You can't worry about a week of yesterday.
Otherwise, you get into that mode that, right. Oh, no, here we go again.
You worry about this game. You worry about it inning to inning. 1-2 to Betts. In the dirt inside. 2-2. Curveball missing. But that's the way you got to play the game anyway, regardless of whether you're winning or losing. You got to go inning to inning.
And it's sometimes easier to say than it is, because it gets filled with disappointment, gets filled with frustration.
2-2 to Mookie from Kinley. Fouls it away. To the right side over the Rockies dugout, up into the upper box seats. Still 2-2 to Mookie Betts. Dodgers shortstop waits at the plate. Here comes the 2-2. He lifts it in the air, foul down the first base side. It'll carry and go off the top of the protective netting. Betts with 2 walks in the game tonight. There's him reaching base 2 or more times in 9 of his last 11 games. So his batting average might not be where he wants it to be in the upper 200s, but he's been getting on base. He swings, hits a high fly ball, shallow left. Sean Bouchard will come in. He'll reach up, make the catch. And the side is retired in order for the second straight inning. We head to the ninth. Tanner Scott will try to close the door for the Dodgers. They lead 8-7.
When you are a successful electrical contractor, but you plus Graybar's advanced logistics and specialized solutions can help take your productivity to the next level. You plus Graybar. That's smart business.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather-appointed seats are available features.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
FanDuel is giving all new customers a shot at $250 in bonus bets. Join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. From three-pointers to steals to assists, FanDuel has so many ways to bet your favorite player props. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Just visit FanDuel.com/stream to get in on all the NBA play-in tournament action. That's FanDuel.com/stream for your shot at $250 in bonus bets.
Continues on its official home.
8-7 Dodgers, top of the ninth. Tanner Scott in. Top of the ninth, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS now. Friendly agents standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. First pitch to Amador, switch hitter batting right-handed, is a slider down and in. Swing and a miss for strike one. Amador 1 for 3 in the ball game. First time batting right-handed tonight, and the pitch. We didn't see a call from Mike Estabrook. Amador stepped out, and we don't know if that's a ball or a strike or not a pitch or not. Amador might have called time, but he may not have received time. The umpire has to grant it to you. You don't just get it automatically. And I think Estabrook is pointing at the left elbow, saying maybe his elbow pad strap was hanging down, so there will be no pitch. Gave him a chance to repair it. 0-1 pitch. And a foul ball. Now it's 0-2. That must have been what that was. Something malfunctioning with the elbow pad.
The equipment malfunction.
Yes. Those happen occasionally. Look down in the on-deck circle. Brenton Doyle, who has had a quad injury and has kept him out of this series, is on deck. He has been day-to-day and not able to start and play, but Bud Black's going to send him up here in the ninth inning. He's waiting to come up. 0-2 pitch to Amador from Tanner Scott. And strike three called. He got him with a fastball right at the knees, 96 miles per hour. So Scott starts his outing with a strikeout of Adiel Amador. Now here comes Doyle to hit for Martini.
And Doyle's one of the three Rockies that have been hitting very well. In fact, Doyle, 321. Been out since last Thursday with that quad.
Tanner Scott, 10th appearance for the Dodgers. 5 saves on the season. And he delivers a fastball low, cut on and missed. And it's 0-1 to Brenton Doyle. 321 on the season. He's appeared in just 12 games prior to this one tonight. Here's an 0-1. Strike two called. Again, the fastball dancing at the knees down the middle. And Doyle behind, 0-2. Scott, ball behind his back, now puts it in his glove, the red leather glove. Kicks and delivers, and a swing and a foul back. Well, Tanner Scott's a tough guy to face. You know you're going to see a fastball or two or three. But he has great location, great control, and gets a lot of strikes. 0-2 to Doyle. Here's the pitch. Check swing, ball in the dirt, appeal down to first. Brian O'Nora rings him up on strikes. It was a slider in the dirt. And now the Rockies are down to their final out. Take 10 seconds for station identification on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
Home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Dodgers lead 8-7, 2 down, top of the ninth. Sean Bouchard, first ball swinging. It's a looping line drive into right field for a base hit, and the Rockies, with 2 outs, have the tying run aboard. Bouchard's second hit of the ballgame. He's 2 for 5.
Third baseman number 24, Ryan McMahon.
They're trying to extend the inning because the guy on deck following McMahon, if they can get to him, Kyle Farmer, he's been the hottest hitter for the Rockies.
So Zach Veen has come out to run for Bouchard. Pitch running in the 9th. Rockies are out hitting the Dodgers 11-10. Bouchard waves and misses at a slider. Left on left matchup here. Last time up for McMahon, he got a double after striking out 3 times in his first 3 at bats. 0-1 pitch. Wave and a miss at a slider again. And that is strike 2, and the Rockies are down to their final strike. Fans on their feet at Dodger Stadium. Oh, and 2 to McMahon. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the Dodgers sweep the Rockies. 8-7 the final score tonight. Rockies leave the tying run on base. Dodger bats showed up early. Stayed around just long enough late. But Tanner Scott comes on for his 6th save. He strikes out 3 and gives up the 1 hit to Bouchard in the 9th. As the Dodgers go to 14-6 with the victory here at Dodger Stadium, and the Rockies continue their slide. They will go 0-6 on this road trip and go back to Denver with a record of 3-15. Take a timeout. Rick and I will wrap it up in just a moment.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Let's talk about Galpin Mazda and the #1 Mazda dealer in California. One of the largest inventories of Mazdas anywhere in the world, and the ability for you.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com.
California Mayor Martin Short. Test your luck at one of 500 slots or over 50 table games. Then level up your fun with one of Mayor Marty's favorite dishes at one of 11 restaurants, including the world's largest Hell's Kitchen. Take relaxation to a funner level when you try a Mayor-approved treatment at the Spa at Harrah's, or chill at one of 3 award-winning pools. To score a winning getaway to